my dear, for old lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness, yes, for old lang syne. We twain run about the braes and put the gowans fine, but we've wandered many a weary fit sin old lang syne. We twain paid out in the burn frae morning sun till dine, but seas between us braid a road sin old lang syne. And there's a hand, my trusty fear, and gies a hand o' thine, and we'll tak a right God willie walk for old lang syne. And surely you'll be your pine stoke, and surely I'll be mine, and we'll tak a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. About the braes and put the gowans fine, but we've wandered many a weary fit sin old lang syne. We twain paid out in the burn frae morning sun till dine, but seas between us brave a road sin old lang syne. And there's a hand, my trusty fear, and gies a hand o' thine, and we'll tak a right God willie walk for old lang syne. And surely you'll be your pine stoke, and surely I'll be mine, and we'll tak a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. We twain run about the braes and put the gowans fine, but we've wandered many a weary fit sin old lang syne. We twain paid out in the burn frae morning sun till dine, but seas between us braid a road sin old lang syne. And there's a hand, my trusty fear, and gies a hand o' thine, and we'll tak a right guide willie walk for old lang syne. And surely you'll be your pine stoke, and surely I'll be mine, and we'll tak a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. Whoa, old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll tak a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne.
Because, Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Oh,
Good
I'm
afternoon. Happy New Year. There you go. That's what we should
something.
start with.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. There we go.
2025, thank goodness.
2025 and what a fucked up world we moved into. That
Ah,
took
no,
5
it's
minutes
gonna be
and
better.
41 seconds for that to occur. And yet the intro was 5 minutes and 28 seconds. So do I get to claim the first 5 minutes and 28 seconds if we went that far before I dropped the F-bomb?
That's okay.
I didn't put it in the opening, right? I kept that very New Year's-y.
You did.
Oh, what
That
a day.
song got me.
And tell me it's not true.
Yeah.
The other one that I had, I thought was very adorable. It said, they say, may old acquaintance be forgot. I say, may old acquaintance move right on. And then it was like, because I overdid, I didn't download and save that opening. So then I had to make another one on a day where I was feeling horribly sideways and not right. And I just went, you know what? I don't want to dick around with the words of the original song. I just want to put it in the right cadence and the right music behind it. And I want to make it in the right language, which was the language he initially wrote it in.
Right.
Which he didn't really initially wrote it. Well, he did. He took it and he changed it. So, it was his. He gets credit for the way that we all know it, but the original premise was Mr. Watson. That's where I go with that memory. So initially, there were things in place that he went, you know what, I can make that a better song, and he did. So I just, elephant in the room. New Orleans. I'm sorry for all the people who are no longer with us and those who had to stand there and go through that trauma, and now they have to survive that trauma. I do not like that they initially and immediately threw the word terrorism to it, because they don't want to put a political party to it. But Digger, you and Mighty might be seeing the openings of what you believe is getting ready to happen. Hence the reason, apparently, from what you told me just moments before, because I have been disconnected because I need to step away. Trump Towers also.
Yeah, apparently, I don't know much of anything about either event. I thought the explosion out front of the Trump Tower happened last night. I thought it was an EV that had exploded outside. That is my recollection. I thought it had happened last night when we were, well, early yesterday morning it would have been. So it would have been, yeah, I guess it would have been the same one then. It was just because of the time zones. So I had seen it just as I was going off to bed, probably. But all I knew was that an EV outside of Trump Tower blew up. I don't know if it was because it's an EV and they do that, or if it's because someone was trying to make a statement about Elon and Trump, or I don't know anything. And as to the thing in New Orleans, it sounds like the city did everything they possibly could to make sure that something did happen. They didn't put up the bollards. They didn't put up the metal blocks. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. They put parked a police car in a spot without thinking that, well, if someone wants to do something nefarious, they can always just drive around the police car. Like there was so little put in place in regards to safety
In other words,
in that
they
city.
knew about Daryl Brooks and went, how could we have made
How can we
his
do
job easier?
exactly? How can we make it easier for someone, some idiot, to do something stupid on New Year's because it's New Year's? So it's all. I
Okay,
don't care if it was done on purpose or just through sheer neglect and negligence and idiocy because it's all DEI hires. But people dropped the ball, and I'm
right.
sorry, I'm having a shite. I'm having a really shite morning. I've got a buddy who is sick, who is really sick right now. Um, the stupid song hit me in my feels. I've been thinking about Jeff for like the last
And we
well,
have been going through things
and I'm not.
not against each other, by the way.
Yeah, there's other things, not to mention in real life stuff that's happening, and
Mhm.
it's kicking my ass at this right exact moment. So I have very little patience um for things like that New Orleans because it should never have been able to happen. It shouldn't have.
It shouldn't have. Exactly. I mean, look, I can understand maybe, although I don't understand because there were other times
Too
where
many things went undone to enable it
exactly.
to be what it was.
And we've had too many events where at get-togethers like this, vehicles have driven into the crowd.
Yeah.
So now then to hurry up and call it terrorism. Okay, so are we going to say extreme left-leaning individuals can do terrorism on our own country? I don't know yet, but
No, they're trying to say it's terrorism because he had an ISIS flag in the window of his vehicle.
oh, big wow lick.
I know. The dude was apparently born and raised in America. He was in the military. I can't remember what arm they said, but he was in the military. This is not some dude that came across the border illegally and decided to make a bomb and
But
blow
like
people up.
so many in life, they can't put on their big boy panty and deal with shit, or they're a paid um, or hired a hired advocate of the opposing party. There you go.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I said,
That's how you vague book, folks. If you want to know how to vague book, you've
that's a
just
new
got a
term I just
really
learned.
good example of vague booking. Apply it to the situation, but many others as well.
Yeah, that's a new term. I know
The concept.
I know the concept, but I never heard the term.
Very possible it was just my generation that called it that, but
Yeah.
there
You're
were a lot of us
basically putting out a lot of
feelers.
feelers about stuff and hinting about things, but
Not
you don't
having the balls
actually know
to say it.
anything at all. You're just hoping that other people will let slide stuff that you shouldn't necessarily know. Yeah.
Mhm. So, in a way, even this New Orleans thing can be that.
Yeah, because they're
One
trying to tell
no,
you a lot of stuff saying nothing at all and then hoping everyone jumps to their own conclusions and they can just sweep it under the table.
and you know, see how Trump is going to handle this and how his people are going to freak out. They'll learn a lot about Trump and what he has coming on in the future by
Well,
simply how he handles this. Well,
you guys are already finding out. Sorry, I've got to top up my coffee.
go
We're
ahead.
already finding out what he's like because he's all for all these bringing in all these legal immigrants to fill positions because there aren't Americans smart enough or talented enough or genius enough to fill those positions themselves. And in the meantime, all those zillions of people that they're going to bring legally into the country are going to take up jobs that Americans could be taking up, like gas station attendants or, servers or library. Well, there's no libraries anymore, but, desk jobs. They're just more people taking up jobs that aren't there, taking them away from the people who were born and raised there. It's the same thing as is happening in Canada. They've been doing it for years here. There's a federal thing. If if a company can prove to the government that there are no Canadians locally to do the job that they're trying to fill, then the government will allow them to import people from other countries to do those jobs. And the government pays like 40% of that person's wages, while the company only has to pay the other 60. So they keep saying there's no locals to do these jobs and bringing in people from out of country to do the jobs. The jobs aren't being done right. Everything's gone downhill, and Canadians are unemployed because there's no jobs.
Right. And in the meantime, in the US, the corporation only has to do three things. One, run an ad, 2 ads for help in help wanted places. The corporations find newspapers like mine here in my town, which has a very small little thing. Everybody gets a copy of the newspaper, but the problem is everybody immediately throws it in the trash can. So that counts as one publication. There is another community up the hill. You do the same thing. Boom, there's that. So that's step 1. Step 2, anyone who applies must not be capable of handling the position.
Yeah.
Question, will you take $10 an hour while you are living in this great big house of yours? No. Well, thank you very much. We'll write your name down. Okay. Yeah. Would you mind standing up and never having a seat while you're sitting behind the cash register? No, that's not good. Well, nope, got to write you down. Yeah. Okay, fine. Boom, bingo. Then just go ahead and sponsor the guy to come in to the country. People don't realize it's that short, that sweet. Just saying.
I need to take my headphones off. I'm about 3 feet short.
Well, but we talked about that last night. And if you were 8'4", that would be just too tall.
That'd be too tall. Okay.
Go ahead, baby. So anyway, as you can see, the New Year's has brought a new fucking attitude. Because, I'm just saying, but the Nolans thing, that, in my humble opinion, is going to be found, and they want to hide from us now the people who are going Fruit Loop and Noopy and attacking our country. They don't want us to know who they are because, well, we want you to listen to our side, not judge us negatively for all the quackos we've hired or we've got. Excuse me. Have you not noticed we are well aware of your quackos? They haven't figured out what they are. They were born one way, but they were mistaken because they know better. Wait, no, everybody else was mistaken because they know it all. There we go. There's the thing. Sammy, I don't know if you're listening. I'm going to stop.
I didn't put any Discord things out.
Okay. Well, if you want to do that here in a moment, you can.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I am so unprepared this morning. I am feeding the cats as we speak. Then I got to feed myself some coffee.
And I was sitting here eating. So look, this is the thing. This is a New Year's Day stream. We went for 6.5 hours yesterday. We appreciate everybody who did show up. We love you all.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
But then we have this newfound other little situation that was like, well, wait a moment. We're gonna stream tomorrow.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that all about? Who signed us up for this shit? That would be us. Because
we don't usually go that long and then come back the next morning.
We kind of have been lately, haven't we? Well, not until after 12, and then more shit, and then blood pressure raising and a few broken items later. I'm just saying, I know me.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just Yeah. Fucking fuck. This is supposed to be the good year, and it just
Yeah,
didn't start off
and
right at
maybe
all.
that's the idea. Is it the shit that we got, right?
Was to get us used to it so that we could take more shit this year.
Well, no, no, please don't
Sorry,
say that.
I don't know what part of the grieving system I'm in right now, but it's kind of somewhere between defeatist, pissed the fuck off, and just absolutely sad at the world.
Well, I can say I'm pissed the fuck off and sad at the world because people keep letting me down.
Yeah.
You know, they just kind of keep fucking letting me down.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just like saying, just fucking leave it alone. Do you see? I'm like that. I'm like that. So because we didn't have a whole lot of time, and I knew that shit was going to end up being taken off last night. She hasn't had a chance to post to other discords. I haven't had a chance to post.
Oh, she's me. Okay.
The boarding passes. Yes, that I'm sorry. You're over there, and I pointed over there to where nobody is. But well, if you go all the way around the world and come back,
well, then
you're
you'd be
there.
coming. Yeah.
Well, then I'd be there.
Yeah.
She would be the me.
You know,
and
if
then
we
it would be
do
a
that,
problem.
I'd be in a much better mood. You know, I'm not good for a whole fuck of a lot, but I make a great damned nurse. I can care for people. I can help people like clean and cook for them and do all that sort of shit. And I'm stuck
But
way
she
over
won't
here.
come here.
And the people that I know that could use that sort of help are so far away. You know?
Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. Damn it, Jim. Damn it. She can't take much more.
MJ, Cynthia, who else is here? Hello. I'm sorry. I'm in a pissy mood.
And we're
I will cheer up.
We're going to
Peggy, hello. And Daisy, hi.
Get to chat if you want to. How do we want to do this? Do you want me to do the boarding passes first? Or
you do the boarding passes. I'll start the chats, and then as soon as you're done, I will do the opposite. I'll do the Discord.
There you
All
go.
right.
You go right ahead.
Hello, everyone. Let's restart. Happy New Year. It's 2025. Woohoo. It's 2:00 in the afternoon, Pacific. It's wonderful. We're totally on the ball. Didn't drop it anywhere. Good to go. MJ says, hello, Digger. Hello, Shenny. Or hello, Cynthia. Hello, Shenny.
Hello.
Hi,
hello.
MJ. Looks like I'm first. I don't feel first. Oh, it's because we weren't all. Well, you know what? Yeah. See, it's because you weren't feeling rushed because you were the first one in there. We hadn't gotten in there with the boarding passes. Cynthia wasn't hot on your tail trying to get in there and be first. So Cynthia says, yes, you're the first, MJ. Where's my boarding pass? How can I fly without a boarding pass? Hey, if I get here, how do I get back?
I'm working at boarding passes right now.
Yeah, he's stressed and he's standing in the departure and he has no idea which way he's going.
Okay, bear with me, baby. Bear with me, honey. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna take care of you.
There you go. We've got you covered. Customer service is on it. She's gonna make sure you get a first class seat both ways, just because of the trouble you had to go through. We treat our customers really well.
We really try. It doesn't mean we succeed, but we really do try. Okay. So I have to.
There we go. Cynthia says, I agree. Everybody was tired last night when this was set up. I'm sure a boarding pass will be issued at airtime or sooner. Yep. At airtime, does this count? I mean, we're 25 minutes after airtime, but we're on air. So it's time, right?
Yeah.
I'm calling it.
I'm calling it. I'm with you. I'm saying it's airtime. I'm jiggy with it, and I'm not even Lisa. See where I go? And
wait a minute.
Ken.
Wait a minute. I'm seeing MJ, and I'm remembering we need to just cheer the fuck up. It's all it's all Julie's fault. So let's just blame Julie.
No shit.
Yeah.
We can't even blame Johnny today. Don't blame Johnny. I'm going to say
Why
he's
are we
one of
blaming-
mine,
oh.
and today is not the day to blame Johnny, even though he's to blame for much of the other stuff. This was Julie sneaking up and doing it. Okay, this is all Julie. Just gonna say, this is all Julie.
It is. MJ
Oh my
says, hi,
God,
Cynthia.
I'm
Did you
over
comment
here.
earlier?
Can I just say I don't do this, but I just bounced over to yours to put the boarding pass to mine. Peggy is in New Orleans.
Okay, I knew you were in this in the state. I didn't realize you were actually in New Orleans.
This is sad.
Louisiana, that's it.
I'm glad that you were here because it means that you were safe. She'll be
okay. No,
still
she's
reading
saying
the
bigger
chat.
bullshit, and I don't know. That's what I said, Peggy. I know nothing. I know absolutely nothing. I just know what was summed up to me. So if I've got the information on what happened wrong, please tell me in the chat. Yeah,
update us. Yeah, I'm glad that I'm glad that I accidentally look up and saw that. And it was like, oh crap. And that way, then while you're reading chat, she can give us details that she knows way better than what is coming through the Moronville.
Exactly.
Pipeline,
You're on the ground. I'm a dipshit in Canada who's just listening to what other people are saying. So please fill me in. I'd much rather take the word of someone who's actually there and knows what's going on. That's always the best way to go about things. So
I'm so glad she's
safe. I am very glad you're here.
Safe.
I knew you were in Louisiana, but I didn't realize you were like right in there. So I'm very sorry. And yeah, if whatever I've got wrong, please correct me on, because
start typing up and letting us know.
I'm okay saying I'm talking out my ass, and if someone's got better info, I will take it.
There you go. Okay, go ahead and go back to the regularly scheduled, and we'll keep an eye on what Miss Peggy says, because that's like huge frontline news to update and educate us.
Yeah, and like I said too, Peggy, I've got a zillion things that have happened in the last few days, last week or two, and so yeah, I'm angry and sad and all sorts of things, and it's all kind of coming up on me this morning. So yeah, please clarify. I would like to know the truth. MJ is saying, funny thing, I saw your comment when I left mine. I went to Diggers, came back here because I forgot to like, and your comment was gone, but my comment was still there.
Wait, whose
that
comment?
was with probably a little over an hour before showtime. This is MJ. It's YouTube playing silly buggers with the chat. I don't know why, or I don't even know what the what are there times before which they will, how do we know at what point they're going to start erasing comments, and at what point they'll leave the comments sitting there, and I don't know how it works. I have no idea how YouTube works. And it seems that every time I think I've got an idea of how it works, they change it. So yeah, I have no idea. I don't know what's going on with the chats before the live stream actually goes live. Cynthia says, I thought that was weird too. The airplanes are missing. My job as a stewardess may be over. I guess I'm back to working flyers. No, your stewardess job isn't over. We're just running late. And as you said, the airplanes are missing. So we're getting there. MJ says, and you were such a good stewardess. Well, except for not dealing out the peanuts. We're getting on that. We're trying. There's an issue with the peanut supplier, MJ, but we are working on that. Cynthia did pass that note up the line. We do understand there is a problem, and we're working on it. Did I tell you that we were going to be boosting you up to first class both ways for the rest of the travel this month? Yay, you're our number one customer, and you've just won first class trips back and forth from one stream to the other every single stream this month. Thank you for being so patient for no peanuts.
Right, exactly. And if we ever get them, wouldn't you like them to be chocolate covered?
Oh yeah.
I like the sweet and the salty.
Wouldn't it be awesome if one day our airline, thank you, would be good enough that we could do things like give Cynthia a proper stewardess outfit, and maybe when
With the cute little hat.
with the hats and everything and the little kerchief. And when our customers and stewardesses show up early and they decide to take a little nap on the plane, maybe someday we won't just yoink the plane out from under them and leave them flailing on the ground going, what the hell?
Well, that would be an issue now, wouldn't it?
I love that crown. That's awesome.
This sucker, I was going, seriously, this is what was going to cost, or take forever to get to you. It took 1 day to get to me. Okay. And then I go over to yours to get the same thing. First of all, it's a lot smaller than I thought because, but so then I thought, well, I could put it upside down.
That kind of looks like a decorated fez. Just need a tassel.
Okay. Well, but they have these cute little hoops right here.
Oh,
okay. But it's friggin' metal.
Yeah.
It is metal. It is not one of the paper crowns, and it can be used for a lot of different things. So you never know. But wouldn't a cute little stewardess hat work out very well?
Totally.
Back in the day, they used to wear them.
I know. They had the nicest uniforms.
And they were just so looked up to. So, yes.
MJ's asking how 2025 is going so far for Cynthia. And Cynthia, she's like me. We're still on the problems with our airplanes. We're trying to fix shit, and it's just not going. I like to give out better snacks than that. I like to take better care of people. We know. And see, MJ, our number one customer, he understands. It's the airline itself. It's going through some hiccups, but we promise it'll get better. And MJ says Jenny's going to be running behind before she even gets here. I know, right? We're still not there.
I don't even know where the hell she is. Oh, I found her. Okay.
Oh yeah, I've been trying to rush through it so fast. Okay, so it's my turn. I can drop discourse. Okay.
Yes, there you go. Thank you, dear, because I do have the boarding passes everywhere. And Cynthia says, I didn't wake up till just after 10. It's hard waking up to tragedy. That's what happened to me with the September 11th event back in 2001. I have not even been able to say good morning or happy new year to anyone in chat elsewhere because it's hard. My prayers right now are for the victims, their family, and our nation as a whole. Exactly. But I'm not going to give somebody a pass check under the wrong name. I'm tired of us being lied to because they're hiding shit.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
So you go hide your shit without fucking taking out the innocents. Okay, I'm just saying it's a game, and so when something major like this happens, there's something major being hidden. Okay. So it or trying to be put into the works, like, are we getting ready to go into war because that was a terrorist attack and therefore we cannot change hands and we must have a moron or a dummy keep running the country? Do you see? There's the American people are waking up to, so I don't want this stream to be all about that, but I want us to be angry. I just want, okay. So anyway, MJ is like, I guess I'm not aware of what you're talking about. I don't watch the news. Okay. I try not to watch the news either, but I've seen like little moments of this, but my mood said, I didn't need to get more angry than I already have been, kind of a thing. So I just kind of sucked up like 10 seconds of the New Orleans thing and knew nothing about the New York thing. Surprise, surprise, surprise. And then after being told it and having less than 24 minutes to decipher it, I went, yeah, Digger and Mighty, they're going to be right. It's all going to be hidden behind this veil, and they're going to take Uncle Donnie right out, and they're going to hide it all behind all of this, and then somehow or another they will weave it all together that it's all been the same thing. And and don't piss in a fan and tell me it's raining. I'm not blind. I can still smell, and I saw your pee out there. That's where I'm going with that. I hope you enjoyed that one. So yeah, MJ, it sucks. I may be in Nebraska sooner than what you knew.
Thank you, Doc.
Mostly because guess what, sweetheart? I am not really liking the coast where I'm living at this point because of this. And then Cynthia's like, there was a terrorist attack in New Orleans. 10 people are dead. Yeah, no, we got that. Oh, you're telling MJ. It looks like there was a hell of a party in the past year last night. Well,
I know. I was loving that picture.
and Peggy, you may have removed this. I don't know. It says, I will be on and off. Keeping up on the attack in New Orleans. 10 dead, about 35 injured. Looking for 2 men and a woman. Oh, an IED has been found. See, I hadn't heard that. Peggy,
no,
you are our correspondent on the ground. You are a correspondent on the ground, honey. I'm going to trust you way more than I do any of the mainstream media that there is. And a lot of times the YouTuber folks are getting the mainstream media and recycling it. So you're on the ground over there. You're getting a little bit more of an honest media because it is where you are.
Yeah.
So you keep giving us
a lot harder to lie to you when you're standing there looking at it.
Exactly. Give us more information. We haven't gotten to the one where you're letting us know that we're wrong about things. So hopefully you put more things in there. Daisy girl. Hey, Ma.
Hi, Daisy.
She's in the house smiling and saying peace and saying, hey, sweeties. MJ's like, hey, hello, Daisy girl. And Daisy girl's like, hello, MJ, with a smile and a peace. And Cynthia's like, you did an outstanding job with the opening. Thank you. It was, anyway.
Sorry, I'm not making faces at you or the comments you're reading. It. My PC's doing silly buggers.
Not a problem.
I just realized I'm like frowning at you.
But I wasn't even looking. I'm looking at chat. So there. But last night I was trying to get everything posted because I knew that I wouldn't wake up in time to get that done. And there was shit going on, just royal deep septic shit going on. And while I was trying to deal with both of those things, then all of a sudden StreamYard said, that thumbnail is too large. Folk you. You won't let me put in 2 MBs.
Thank you.
And this was at 1.7 MB. And now you want me to shrink it even more? I'll show you shrinkage, bitch. I got some ice water on it.
The pool was cold.
I put some ice water on that shit and got it posted and went and started breaking shit. So, you know, that's how I clean up my house from extra crap. So anyway, thank you. And Daisy girl's like, Cynthia, smiles and peace. And Peggy is letting us know we're finally there where I accidentally read forward. Don't like to read forward, but I did. And I'm glad that I did.
Yeah.
And so
definitely.
She's saying I'm in New Orleans, bullshit. And I'm thinking that means that there was not any protections up and around. So I think.
Well, no, I said that they had left everything open so that.
Yeah. And I'm thinking she's.
So I think she's saying that there were protections.
Right. That's it. I think that's what she's calling bullshit on is that indeed there was protections. So we'll have her hopefully be able to clear things up. Cynthia's like, Daisy girl, hugs and hearts. And Daisy girl's like, pick film from inside Trump Tower lobby shows Tesla parked at the curb right at the front door. Seems a little sus to me. To me too, because you're not supposed to park there. That's a loading, unloading. I do believe that it has even a white paint job there because that is prime real estate for the building to be able to drop off guests and keep going. So, gee, Ma, I'm with you. And then Peggy's like, what you were saying is not true. We're ready. We're ready. You come at us. We're ready for education.
Yes, please.
Cynthia's like, Cybertruck had no license plate. And Daisy girl's like, now that is a bit odd. It sure the fook is. And Daisy Girl's like, be right back. And MJ is like, blame to go around. Media, politicians, people on social media, getting everyone in a frenzy. And a lot of it is fake news, gossip, or outright lying. Yes, sir. I am not going to deny any of what you just said, babe. I'm just not going to deny it. I agree all the way. Maybe I should have put politicians before media. But don't they go kind of hand in hand? They're sleeping in the same beds anyway. See where I went with that? So it's kind of a little bit weird. What's even funnier is that if you look over in the chat where I'm at.
Me? Do I have to?
You don't have to, but and that's okay because you're kind of frozen anyway. But if you if you were to look over there, you would see some of the hands on Cynthia's are hidden. And by the next comment, it's totally funny looking. I'll send it to you over in the Discord. And yes, I said the Discord because I'm old. Sammy, you know what I never did? I never hit enter on that. I hit enter. It's only a partial thought. Enjoy. You don't really want to enjoy. It's only a partial thought. And did I reread it? No, I didn't have time. But I just, I just want you to know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh, good. And I just discorded it to you. Cynthia's like, the boarding passes are missing and she's in a frenzy.
Hi, Helen.
and
Happy New Year, Helen.
She's like, we are all entitled to our feelings this morning. There is no shame in it. It's just being human. Don't beat yourself up. She's going through a lot. There's a lot going on. So, bless her sweet little heart. And then we have this. We have me, hopefully being honest and saying, your boarding pass for Digger 420 Land. Make sure to visit subsites and hug that like button. Here it is. And then Helen T is here saying, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Helen. How you doing?
Wait, that would be Helene, wouldn't it? There's an E at the end.
I never even thought about it. Are you an Aileen or a Helen?
Okay, Helene, I'm going to stick with Helene, and here's the reason that I'm going to do that. My daughter's name is Jolene, Jolene. So you're getting stuck with Helene. But here's the problem with me. I give everybody their own name. So a whole lot of people will call one gal Heidi, and I call her 1776. See how I am?
Yeah, that mucks me up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading something, and in my mind, someone is this name, and I know, and then all of a sudden you're throwing out a name. I'm like, who the hell is she talking about? Wait a minute.
That's who I'm talking about. So anyway, and then after you took your first flight, you get over here to this seems so weird. It's a boarding pass. Oh, you know why? I don't know, because I'm posting it and it just seems weird. I need to be able to post as Digger. Anyway, boarding pass for Shittyville. Make sure to visit the subsites and hug that like button, and there's that. And if they don't work, tell me which of the two I fooked up, because I'm quite sure I fooked them up. And Helene is like, my chat has been effed up for a week everywhere. See, everybody's been complaining about that. Yeah. So at least now we're not feeling bad. Thank you for letting us know that.
I was really hoping that once the election was over, the YouTube ridiculousness would have eased a little bit, but it's just not happening.
Mm-mm. It has amped up to a whole new level. That's what has happened. It is said, hold my beer. And here we are now. Okay. Cynthia's like, where did you get the crown? It took one day to get it. I bet you that was Amazon. It might have been Temu,
probably,
but it might have been Amazon. Well, I'm just down. I'm down the city. I'm the next city over from Temu Land.
Okay.
So Temu has a station too. I think they share half of Amazon's, to be honest. I think they're in cahoots with each other.
I wouldn't be surprised.
SH is like, Shitty, it's pretty. I like shiny and
I know.
sparkly. I know, right? And yet today you can't see this shiny and sparkly on it.
It'd be really pretty if you put it around the base of a plant pot, like one of those green plant pots. You would dress up the pot instead of having to get it into a proper thing.
Yeah, I don't have anything really pretty like that right here, right now. Everything I have, again, this is a studio, but it's also a pantry. So everything is kind of food related. But you're saying if it was like right there.
I'm not looking, remember?
Oh, that's right. That's okay.
Okay, I'm looking now.
We can't see that you're not looking. If I were to put that in it.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mess with my
Sorry, the screen is tiny because I've got it on. I'm pretending my screen is 2 screens.
Got it. I understood the split screen. I understood it. Got it. So anyway, Mr. Q is in the house and saying
Hi,
Happy
Mr.
New
Q.
Year.
Happy
You
New
too,
Year.
sweetheart. Cynthia's like, I'll make an airline stewardess avatar. And Digger's like, cheers, dumb. And MJ is like, sometimes media go off without the help of politicians, spreading BS for ratings or personal reasons or personal political reasons. Yeah, that's why they got the job, because it's the station's personal political reasons also. So yeah, shit happens. That's why I don't like them anymore. MJ's like, frozen face for Digger. At a certain point, girlfriend, you're going to hit that. Oh shit. Boo, I forgot.
Oh no, is that my frozen face? That's not it's not the worst look I could be frozen on.
No, but we didn't pause you there. It just happened. I'm sorry, Boo. I knew you came in. I wanted to finish my rant, and then I forgot. And then it was like, oh wait, shit. See, you could have yelled down there, and I wouldn't have heard you.
Yeah. Now I can close everything down, and I will full screen that, and I will. Oh, hello, Brian. How you doing? I gotta leave and come back in. I'll be right back.
Okay, but now wait. I want to know this. I am the only one not frozen right now. Boo just got froze, and he's muted. Okay, he's max headroom, bouncing around a tad bit. So buggers, come back. There's Digger.
Yay!
Okay, she's moved, but now Boo is froze.
Oh, nope. Oh,
and he's going. Wait a minute. He's got the robot motion going on.
Yeah,
so
but hey, at least he froze with a good look on his face. He's like,
exactly. That is making a handsome look, isn't it?
I gotcha.
But you're still muted, honey. You have to unmute. The other headset, the earphones, the earpieces, remember? Yeah. So
oh shit, I read ahead. Cynthia, you're still locked out of there?
That's okay today.
We can't wait for leaving.
We're keeping it basically the small three of us.
Yeah.
I haven't had 5 minutes. I'm not going to worry about something that wasn't going to happen today anyway. So we'll come back to that another day. Boo is like, how are you two feeling today? Well, she's sideways. I'm sideways. It's the sideways that you normally feel on Tuesday, but it's been multiplied by 3 because today is now Thursday. So
it's not. It's Wednesday.
Wait, hold on. What day is it?
Yeah, what day is it? I thought it was Wednesday today.
It is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. Oh no. Do I have to? I should have been at work.
I know. I just realized.
What did I just do?
Still friggin' work. Okay, so Tuesday you always feel a little bit sideways. So then Wednesday just multiplied it. Then so it's shut up. So yeah, it's like wait. So how are you feeling today?
Oh, fine. I'll be honest. Last night, I should have had the other half that bottle, and I probably would have felt it.
Yeah.
Wait, why did you want to feel it?
Because I was not. I didn't get any level of intoxicated.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't either. It tasted good. I got a little bit more cheerful, but not really. I was definitely not on Jeff.
I wasn't uberly carrying things either. So I was okay. I think.
Yeah.
Hi, MJ.
At a certain point, it didn't come or go. There's MJ saying hello, Brian, and Cynthia's like, I'm still locked out. Yep. Don't know why.
Par for
Haven't
the
had the
course.
time. Not going to be doing it in the next day or two, or probably week, because I'm behind at the office. I spent a whole lot of time trying to figure it out last night. I'll figure it out, even if I have to get in touch with them, and we'll go from there. And she's laughing and saying no problem. It's kind of hard to expect when we end a stream and we're streaming like just 12 and a half hours later again, and somewhere in there we're supposed to eat and have a life, and contrary to belief, folks, I'm just gonna go ahead and stand up for myself, because I'm really like feeling like I need to start drawing borders. And if I don't stand up for myself and go, look guys, I'm not in front of this computer doing this all the time. There's 24 hours in the day. I need no less than 8 hours of sleep. Notice the word less. That implies I never get 8 hours. I get 9, 10, or 11 hours of sleep, because I like that stuff. Okay.
Yeah, you can have my sleep. It's fun. I don't need it.
And I just will sleep. And then I have a career that I will work. Well, okay, I'm not going to fib, because lately I've been trying to push it to just 6 hours a day, but I will work between 6 and 12, 13, 14 hours a day. So this has been going on for 50 years, and I'm old and I'm tired. And if anybody else wants to climb on my back, get ready to be the straw. Because especially today, I'm feeling like if I got pulled over by the police officer, and the moment I told him cuff me for both our protections and he didn't do it, I would have to teach him a lesson. So I'm just saying, okay? Sometimes you don't poke a bear who's standing there going, I'm pissed and I don't want you to pay for it. Okay, so let's just go there. So how is Sam feeling today? Because she streamed last night too.
Oh, she is a little sleepy because she still had to work today. So
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. She stayed up until midnight. Bless
That was
her
awesome.
heart.
And then she went and crashed immediately. She probably woke up this morning around 6:30 and 7.
See, and that would not be a bear that I would want to poke, because if it were me with under 8, it would not be a happy bear. Do you see? I know things.
I woke her up. I was
Okay.
awake at that point. I only got like 4 hours. I'm good.
No. See, and here's the thing. I want y'all to notice that I'm a little bearish. Okay. What you're not getting is after the stream, there's always some little chit chat going on in the green room, right? So however long the stream is, you have chit chat time, right? And then
just because we turn it off and we go away
doesn't
from you
mean
guys,
we're done.
doesn't mean we're done. We're still sitting there.
So what time was I finally done with the green room? I want you to notice that I put the wording very, very carefully. Everybody else may have still been there, but I was finally done at a certain point.
We hung out for a while more.
Yeah, see, I figured y'all did. At that point, I said, fuck it, and started throwing shit. Okay? Because, I just needed to get all of that shit out of me. Didn't really, but it feels good the way I process.
There you go.
So,
have you heard of axe throwing? It's
yes,
and
my granddaughter is even good at it. So it's gone into 3 generations.
Well,
okay,
good. You should take it up again.
I'm afraid that if I were to miss now, that my neighbors would get it, because we used to do it in our backyards. So, but the whole thing is that I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. Not
Can
me.
anybody do the math? Can anybody do the math? Is any of this dude that this dude's got adding up? Because in my world, I did not get my 8 hours of shit. Okay. And I am well aware of the fact, even the dog is like, I don't want to go in that house with her right now. I took him up to the ranch. We walked around. We took our walk. We got in the car. We drove back home. I did a few things up at the ranch already. Okay. And that's why we had to talk while I was driving, which means not a whole lot of talking. It's a whole lot of fuck, there's a mountain in the way. Oh shit, there's another mountain.
Wait a minute. I can't hear you again. Can you repeat that, please?
There's a whole lot of Verizon commercial going on during this drive.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? How about now?
I get him out of the truck and he is supposed to go straight to the door. Yeah. No, he goes, not going.
I'd rather do this.
Out to the street and I want you to walk me around here now.
I'm here. I'm just not here.
We have 24 minutes before we go live. Yeah. And he wants to dick around and play hide the lead, and I'm not stepping on the property because he wants to. He didn't want to walk. He wanted to go for a longer ride.
Oh,
gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm like, I go over to the truck to open the door. And now I have accidentally, because he comes running, I have now stepped on the lead. So when I open the door, he goes to jump in. This is not a pattern that we have because he is not allowed to get in the truck until he is told up. So I open my door, the front door, not his door, the back door. No, I open my front door to put the backpack and stuff on, to which now I've accidentally stepped on his lead. He goes to jump in the truck in the front door. I almost fall on my ass. He falls on his ass because he only had this much. He
chokes himself. Yeah.
He only has this much room to jump, and then, and looks at me, and I'm like, well, fuck. Now I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and with this little bit of lead and the lead that he automatically has, he walks around me. I am totally tied up.
Good times were had by all. Today.
We have approximately 12 minutes to go live. And I am trying to figure out, because I've got the truck door now open on the other side of the dog, that I and my backpack, which, it weighs a fucking ton with nothing in it, but there's a lot of shit in it. Yeah. And the dog who's got if I try to move, I'm going to land on my face. This nose is a big nose. It's going to get hurt. I am well aware of this. So I'm like, wait, just a fucking moment. I go ahead and figure out, put everything down in the truck. Just stick with your initial plan. Don't move. Put everything down in the truck. Reach down, get the dog. Pick everything up, close the door. Dog's going to look at you like, bitch. And that's exactly how it went. He went, I fooked up, didn't I? I fooked up. Yes, you did. You fooked up. First of all, no, you don't make the rules. I'm no happy with you. And so notice he's like, she didn't get her 8 hours. He's like, notice that?
Yeah.
Do y'all notice?
I'm just want to be way over there today, Mom. Okay.
I just want to point out that. Oh, and he has crashed the fook out too. Look at him. That is him right there. Crashed the fook out.
Yep.
I wish I could zoom.
Yep.
Thanks. You almost kill me. Break my neck. Break my nose. Break my back. And you just roll with it.
Hey, that's tiring work.
Yeah, that took a lot out of the poor thing. Jeez, Jenny.
Haven't you ever tried to break a person's neck? It's hard work.
Actually, yes, but my adrenaline really was
That's going to allow
high.
You to notice it.
I didn't realize how exhaustive it was until like 2 or 3 hours later, when everybody was trying to calm me down.
And you're like, ow.
And then I was like, okay, that hurts. I just need to go to bed. And that's funny. I was thinking about that individual this morning. I really was. I hope her life has gotten better. I hope your fucking family has a very merry fucking fucking Christmas. I now understand that
That
guy.
dude has got to be Canadian. He's got to be Canadian.
He's gotta be. If you guys don't know, there is some guy who is pissed
Uh,
like hell, and he actually says that with all the anger
Yeah.
that
he's rage quitting a game. He's so pissed off. He's rage quitting a game, but he's still got to be polite, which is why I think he's Canadian. And he just goes off. Fuck you! I hope you and your family have a merry fucking Christmas.
I had to laugh. I had coffee in my mouth, and if I did not have double skill with this shit,
Mhm.
it would have gone all over the house. And luckily, the guy who set it up for me to hear what was about to happen, I should have known, and therefore in my head, even though I was drinking my coffee, I think I was half prepared to have to do the separation of air and coffee in my mouth.
Bobby has made me much better at not doing a spit. I don't even, like, we're not in the same room. We can't see each other, but somehow he manages to get that zinger into the chat just as my mouth is full of coffee. And I was looking for someone to make a spit take emoji just for me because of him. But I've gotten a lot better, and I'm better at drinking anything and not looking at the chat until it's swallowed.
She has to swallow before she can look at chat.
Yes.
That's where she's going
Come
with
on.
this. She
Ladies
has
need to swallow before they
first.
start speaking.
We really should. We really should. Anyway, Cynthia's like, wait, I wasn't expecting you to fix it right now. It'll work out exactly the way it's supposed to, but not now. Okay.
Yeah.
And Mr. Q's and people blame cats for trying to trip and kill people. Dogs don't too.
I know.
Dogs do it too.
Do it too. Yeah.
We know.
Stupid autocorrect.
Exactly.
Mr. Q, you missed out on the autocorrect discussion we had on last night's stream.
And
At like 11 o'clock at night.
You know what you're feeling. Yes.
It is working so much better since Boo taught me how to turn it off. Yes, I've already had a day with the generator going off, the propane tank being under 5% full. I'm not really happy with the propane company who, when it gets into the red, is automatically supposed to come fill it up, and I show up and it's below 5%.
Oh, yeah.
The generator's kicking on, asshole. It's going to suck that 5% down in like an hour. Could you do me a favor? And can you like get out here? Huh?
So your generator's kicking in, so that means that your town has turned off the power again?
Well, some of the places lost power, or because I didn't investigate and it came back on, or the generator turned off rather quickly. It may have just been doing its once monthly cycle.
Oh, okay.
Because it ran for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
And so it may have just been turning on for its once. Running propane dries out things more than fuel does, but with the propane it turns on automatically. With gasoline, you have to go out and start it. Let me just share with you. I have a generator that was used 12 times that is toast, because I ran the fuel all out of it, but they put so much water in the California fuel that the water doesn't all burn out, even though you burn out the fuel. The combustible part is out, but the moisture part is still there.
Why is there water in your fuel?
It was a Pelosi thing where they could put a little bit more water into it. And
which fuel are we talking about here? Are we talking about diesel?
Gasoline. Just gasoline. Yeah, just gasoline.
I don't understand why anyone would put any water in gasoline or diesel.
There's apparently, I don't know, I'm not a scientist, let the scientists deal with it, but there is apparently some water in the gasoline that you purchase. And so California did a thing where they aerated it more. And
Okay.
at the time of aerating it more, they put a little bit more water in it so that, the fuel lasted longer.
Ah,
Water and
Oh.
gasoline
they
don't mix.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I'm
You
thinking.
want to tell my generator that?
If you
Yes.
I quite understand. I do quite understand, but the problem is that I didn't go out there and I did not start the generator every month like I should had. So
Okay.
unfortunately, the moisture that was left over after the combustible part ran dry is what rusted all the metal lines and everything in that brand new Fukin generator.
Fun.
Do you know how pissy that is? So luckily I had a second generator that, because we had been told we were not going to have power for the whole week, I was like, okay, there's two of us here. We're going to go ahead and bring out the bigger generator, right? And so we got that one going before we found out we couldn't start the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And so at least we had the power, and then we found out that the refrigerator wouldn't have ran anyway on the second one like we wanted, because guess what? It wouldn't run off the bigger one by itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I are you finding out things, Boo? Because
I'm trying to find out why the heck California is putting water in their tanks, and I think it's less that they're putting water in there; it's that they took away the regulation preventing water from getting in there.
And that might be where it's at.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
that might be where it's at. So
Because I know that if you put gasoline in a diesel truck or vice versa, you're hooped. And I know that water doesn't mix in with gasoline.
Well,
so
yeah, it won't.
How do you? Yeah. Why? I've never heard of water.
It'll push through, but it's such minute amounts. But when it's sitting there, like this did, because again, it didn't. It's just kind of like the steam fumes, that was sitting there that rusted everything out. And when I opened the fuel tank on I can see when I opened the fuel tank of the generator, and I saw all the rust on the lid of the fuel tank, I went, this is not going to be good. And my nephew started pulling it apart because I'm like, I don't fucking want to deal with that. And I'm not going to pay somebody else to fix it based on how much I paid for it. So he just went ahead and took a look at it and went, honey, it's all the way down into the carburetor also. And it's like, so much for running everything dry. Do you see? Yeah. Because again, the steam part just was in there. Mr. Q's like, at 11 your time last night, I was probably out checking coyote traps here because it was 2 a.m. and seeing who was on the lake still passed out drunk. Do people really do that? Do they go out on the lake and look?
I probably would. I'm dumb enough.
I mean, I've fallen asleep on floaties before. I don't think, maybe I could. I don't know. I mean, I also used to, in the bed of the truck, when we could ride in the back, in the bed, right? I took my cot, right? So you have the bed of the truck, right? Mm-hmm. And I would put, when we were traveling, I would put my cot up alongside the bed of the truck, right? So now the cot and the top of the bed are level. And then I would fall asleep on top of it. And we would just drive home. Okay? We would just drive home. Has anybody ever given thought to what would have happened if I'd have ever rolled over? That would have been a parental thing, right?
Yeah.
And when you have
it's a different time back then. Like my parents let me do an awful lot of stuff the parents today would not allow their kids to do.
When you have one parental who's like, roll over, I dare you, bitch, roll over. It kind of explains itself really well. I'm just saying. No, I couldn't be passed out on the lake. I just don't see. And he's like, wait, sorry, that would be 1 a.m. So you're, 2 hours. Yeah. Okay. I see your math. You did 3. Yeah. You're only 2. You're central. Gotcha. We welcomed yours in. That's why with a lot of the newer gas towards winter, you got to put that lovely isopropyl
No,
alcohol.
Isopropyl alcohol.
Good, because I'm not going to say shit right in your gas tank. Well, I had put some in, but to be honest, I probably didn't put enough in. Duh. And wait for it. And I think they hadn't shut off our power for a couple of years. Had I been complaining about it for a while since we started streaming? Because they always pull it on the weekend.
No, I don't remember.
So
because I was really surprised when they did it this time. I'd never heard of that before. So
they hadn't done it to us for a while. So I hadn't started it for a while. So
why do they kill your power? Is it like because the big cities need the power more than you do? Apparently, no, they just do it because screw you.
Because they call the wind Mariah starts blowing down near the substation, and they don't want any of the lines to fall down and spark and cause fires like in the 03. Okay, the 03 was a fucking moron who couldn't handle being out in the friggin' big world by himself for a night because he's fucking surrounded by roads, but it's dark and I'm scared and I can't see anything, so let me just go ahead and start a fire, and whoosh, it burns down all of San Diego. So the 07 fire was one of their lines. It was found that one of their lines fell down on the ground, sparked the ground, and the 07 fires were because of them, and they paid billions of dollars out in claims. So now they go, see what happens when you sue my ass? Fuck you. We're the only one in town.
Yeah.
Have
so now
fun.
They just shut it off whenever the
and they do that to us.
Yeah.
They just disconnect.
Well, that's okay. Just a couple more weeks, and then Trump will be in office, and he'll turn that magical tap on that Canada's had turned off. You'll have water. You'll have hydropower because you'll have so much water, and you'll never have to worry again. It'll be Eden.
That's more reason for them to disconnect us more until they actually get the water, stop damming up the water and letting things grow naturally and stay naturally refreshed by the water. And then they clean out things that are nature down, because nature has fires all of its own to take care of its own little business. But if we want to stop that from happening, we need to rake it up. That doesn't mean take out your little iron fucking hoe rake, okay? And rake it. They have great big things bigger than your house that they call rakes, and they can go in and they can clean up the understuff and the stuff that is strategically not needed. And then we won't have these kind of wild ass fires. Oh, wait a minute. They want that.
Yep.
This is never going to happen. Goddamn farts just keep floating out of my mouth. I bet my ass is jealous as shit. I'm just going to say. Okay. So yeah, Mr. Q, I think you get it. And then especially in the older 70s and 80s cars, I bet. Yeah. We had a Rambler, an old Rambler, hadn't been started in decades. Dropped the gas tank out. Did you know that gas turns into a gelatin?
It can.
When it's really old, it shouldn't. But when it gets really old, it's kind of like gelatin. Then you have a problem. But
is this where you get the big old straw out and you start going at it with your
Jello straw?
Yeah, no, I did not do that. I just looked at it and I looked at him because he got the car from a friend of ours, and I was not at all interested in the dude. There was something perverted about him, like PDF perverted. And I just looked at him and went, took on more than you can handle, huh?
Yeah, I mean, the person's not 7, so.
And I just walked off because it was, he just was like, what do I do now? And I thought, it's your problem, not mine. And I walked off.
Oh, yeah, diesel gels. Oh, 100%. Was it a diesel? No, it was gasoline.
An old, it was a Rambler. An old Rambler. an old Rambler, a car. It was a car, 4-door sedan,
Ah, okay. Sedan.
4-door, a
Then yeah,
4-door.
no, it was not diesel. Probably.
Just yeah. And Mr. Q's like the tanks are underground. A certain amount of water is supposed to weaken by accident, I guess. Gas stabilizer. I blew it. I put some in. I obviously didn't put enough in, or maybe I don't know. I could have put in too much.
Not often enough.
That doesn't make sense. Yeah, maybe it was just not often enough. There you go. We'll stick with that. I just should have started it more. And Mr. Q's like, and when the temp changes, it's creating either wet or dry conditions, depending on the air. Exactamundo. Look it. MJ's like, for storage of gas-operated products, Mr. Q's like, ice fishing on New Year's Eve in Minnesota is a big thing. And I caught one of the biggest fish I ever caught on New Year's Eve.
Cool.
So, yeah. Okay, so you're sitting out there on the lake, cutting a hole in it in a box.
Yep.
I'm good.
Well, no, because I'm thinking, wait, I could sleep on that. But a friend of mine was out on one of the lakes, and they were all having a good time, and it was frozen over, and some guy drove out on it, and all of a sudden his truck was gone.
Yep.
I'm just
I've
saying.
always wanted to do spend a weekend doing the ice fishing thing. I've never done it, and it looks like so much fun.
In Quebec?
No, I wouldn't want to go to Quebec. Not for fishing. When I'm going to Quebec, I'm going there to see the historical sites, and I'm going to do it as quickly as possible. Then I'm going to head up. I'm going to check out the maple trees and the maple syrup production, and then I'm going to get the fuck out of Dodge.
And the maple syrup mafia is going to kidnap you?
No, because I promise I won't take any with me. They made a movie about that, eh? The
what?
Great...
Hold on.
Have you ever heard about the great maple syrup theft?
No, I've never heard of this in my life.
I have heard of that.
This is a real
thing, though.
This is a real thing. There's like like in France, there are deep caves where they have stores of champagne and stuff. There's other places they've got big storages underground or in mountains for their cheese and stuff. Canada is one of the largest, or is the largest maple syrup producer. And we've got huge storage place that stores like tons and tons and tons of this stuff in vats. And it's in case it's the same as people do with the cherries, because cherries are such a hit or miss touchy thing that they always have to make sure that they've got enough in store in case of a bad year,
Yeah.
So what some people decided to do, because it's monopoly on maple syrup, some of the smaller maple syrup farmers decided they were going to rip off the maple syrup place. And over, I don't know how many years or whatever, they slowly siphoned real maple syrup off from the maple syrup reserves, the federal reserves. And they ended up making, like billions of dollars on black market maple syrup. And then suddenly people went looking, and it was discovered. And it was a huge thing. But it looks like they've now made a kind of, the trailer to me gives me a feel of Strange Brew. Okay, so really silly kind of, Canadians are silly. Look at what the silly kids do. They're blowing up buildings and stealing maple syrup. Look at them. So, like a funny, lighthearted comedy, but it's got all sorts of big names in it. And it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Wait, so it's not out yet?
It's either not out yet or it's just come out. I've just been seeing trailers. I don't actually watch TV or movies, so it's just whatever ads get fed to me.
I like I said, I had no idea that there was anything literally about maple syrup and a mafia. But
there is.
A massive scheme for maple syrup sounds ridiculous, and I love it.
Yeah, there really is. It really is like a mafia. They've got it cornered. It's a monopoly, and they got ripped the fuck off. It was so funny. Like, how can people
Federation
get
of
away with
Quebec
that?
Maple syrup producers. Oh my god.
That's
I
that.
know.
We're gonna have to
It
look.
was the
We
small
have
maple
enough
syrup farmers.
streaming.
It was
We
awesome.
we have enough streaming things we can look for. We currently apparently have
Yeah.
Hulu and Peacock and Stars and whatever that one is, and another one, and then Prime. We have 6 different streaming things that we should be able to look it up and see if we can watch it. Okay.
Called The Sticky.
Yes.
The
Yes. Canada
Sticky.
Netflix. It's on Canada Netflix right
It's
now.
on Prime Video for us
For you guys?
Americans.
There
Nice.
you go. We can watch it in Prime, because remember I fixed my Discord and my
Yes.
Prime so that we could stream that shit.
And I
So
believe the lead female character.
Well, it's a
she's
TV show.
Oh, is it a TV series? Okay. I know I've seen ads for it. But the woman who was in it, I think she just passed lately. I think. It's Sticky.
no idea. But here's where we're going back to. Mr. Q's like they actually have rental fish houses for rent on New Year's Day. Oh, I want to do that.
Well, yeah.
And why not let people keep rainwater?
Yeah,
there's-
Toronto's
there's-
learning about that too.
There's that too. Exactly. If it falls on my property, I should be allowed to keep it on my property. I'm keeping it on my property. Do you want to come up there? Because, it's not like me to be like the bear that you don't want to poke on certain days. And I don't mind ending it because I take a stand on Ruby Ridge. It'll be fast and quick, and I won't have to worry about medical bills. See, the government will keep you alive until all of all of your savings are all gone, and then they're like, "Thank you for giving us all your money, not leaving any to your family," and boom, we're gonna let you die now. So that's just one way to leave my non-fortune to my kids. See how the wording was there?
Where's the
Well, it looks like
cast? There we
nobody
go.
from The Sticky died.
Pardon?
Nobody?
No,
died.
I was thinking it was Margot Martindale, but no, it wasn't her that passed. I'm thinking of another woman. So that's good. She looked, it was, oh shit, Throw Mama from the Train.
I remember that
Maybe
short
it was
little
that
fat
lady.
grumpy woman.
Yeah.
She's funny.
Maybe it was that lady. She
She
died
wasn't
right around
even-
the same time as Anne Smith, Lady Anne Smith, the famous actress. She was in Downton Abbey. She played the granny on Downton Abbey. She's been in a zillion and one things, but she just passed.
Oh, she was, yeah, and she was in Harry Potter.
Yes.
She was one of the favorite teachers in Harry Potter.
Yeah, she passed recently.
Oh my God, Bobby! It's almost sounding like I'm in the right
Hi,
country with
Bobby.
that one. No, I don't
How you
even know
doing?
if he's
Hi,
here.
April.
I'm just
Thank you for your
addressing
comments
it.
yesterday.
We're gonna keep going here. Mr. Q says, "Why not?" Okay, MJ says it can gel up. Diesel too. See, and Mr. Q says, as was San Diego person.
No, it
that
wasn't
would
that
be
woman
me.
either.
Have you ever, as a San Diego person, have you ever heard of Lake Tulare in California? I think so. I kind of want to say yes. You're not going to tell me look. No.
Lake Tulare.
Ghost Lake Returns. Holy crap.
That does not freeze. It's not. It's no, I know. I don't know about the lake. I know about the town. I'm sorry. I had to look at that.
So there's no town anymore. It's just lake now.
Well, they did the same thing here. They did the same thing here, though.
They flooded a town?
Right.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like what they did with Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah.
And they did the same thing here. We had a town. Oh, what was the name of it? Just a few miles from my house. We like to go over there just because it's like, seriously, it's just a fun drive, and it's really like a 12-mile round trip. Okay. And we drive over there, and there used to be a town, Ferndale. I think it was called Ferndale. Fernbrook or Ferndale or something. And it's not there anymore. It's they they, oh brother, where art thou? Where art thou? It. And so now there's an old town at top of it. They do that shit.
They did that a lot
do.
in BC as well. I mean, we run off of hydro. BC produces a lot of the electricity for the country because of the hydro. But they did the same thing. They flooded. They had to flood towns out to make the basins that they could dam up.
Yeah, and to me that's just horrible, because in the process of it, they seriously are sucking out the water from everywhere else, especially with everything being turned into Cement City and it's just a runoff.
Mhm.
We're just avoiding the Mother Earth from being able to drink when she's thirsty. And we all know we get thirsty at a certain point. We may not drink enough, but at a certain point, our body's going to go, you want to sit down and drink 2 gallons today. Hope you like going pee all night. And
I need to cut in here. We're way too long. We got to like set a time or something, because I forgot to turn off my streams. So at this point, anyone who is on my YouTube or my Rumble, no matter which one you're on, there will be a pinned comment at the top of chat. You want to click on that link. It'll take you over to Shenny's chat, because my streams are going to shut down and we'll all hang out in Shenny's streams. Okay, so I'm giving you guys, I'll give you 4 minutes.
There you
I'll
go.
give you 2 minutes and then I'm shutting it down. You guys,
I'm gonna
lady, you can be here, just not on my stream. Everyone just clicks the link to go to Shenny's stream so that everyone's in one chat, and then you guys don't think that you're ignoring each other because you're in different chats and you're not getting response from people. It was a big thing, so we're just doing it this way now. So just click on the link and we'll see you. We'll keep talking to you in Shenny's.
That's it.
And that was probably close enough. You guys have probably clicked the links and left to Shenny's by now. So yeah, thanks for hanging out on my channels. I'll see you in a second on Shenny.
Quick, lady, move. Quick.
Hurry.
Okay.
Here, I'll stop the Rumble first.
Mr. Q says, imagine trailer house on ice lake. Is it a mobile home or is it a pull trailer? See, I'm picky about these kind of things. And then he says, Digger, come to Lake of the Woods. You can stay in the Canada part.
I have heard of Lake of the Woods.
They rent out nice fish houses. Ooh, just take a good sleeping bag and a cot so you can fish and sleep at the same time. Mr. Q says, sounds like the U.S. government and our cheese tunnels.
That's exactly what it is. Only in our case, it's maple syrup. But we've got huge maple syrup reserves.
And in case we forgot,
it off.
he's letting us know which one sounded like that.
Thank you. See, you've been around enough. You know, we get behind in chat sometimes.
And MJ's like, well, I've got Prime too. See, There we go. So if I'm not there, then and MJ shows up, he can stream for us. Wait, he can't do that. He can't do that from his phone. It won't work.
Oh no, it won't work from the phone.
It won't work. Got to do it from a PC, honey. I have erred and found there's certain things phones don't do that my PCs do. J-Bra's like, Digger is so beautiful, isn't she though?
Aw, thank you, J-Bra. You rock.
Like, shit, I fell asleep. LOL.
I figured you had. You didn't respond. All of a sudden we were DMing and you stopped.
And then MJ's like, I've seen the poster of the mouse and the eagle. Last great act of defiance. I haven't. Wait, what? I have to. Okay, where are we?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Boo, can you look that up? Can you look that up? I don't either, but Boo.
Huh? Sorry, what? I was completely zoning out.
He was in another world. Can you look up the poster of a mouse and an eagle, which was the last great act of defiance? I would appreciate it. Mr. Q's like, Lake Tulare was actually an ancient lake that just recently started reforming because California is retarded. But they sucked it dry 150 years ago, early 1800 agriculture.
So it was actually the opposite. It was already there and they sucked it dry and then came in and used it for agriculture purposes. And Mother Nature is now saying, I want my lake back.
I want my shit back, damn it.
Well, Mother Nature is saying, we're going to give you a lake back.
There you go. She's awesome. Lady's here saying, "Hey, Digger,
Hi,
hey,
lady. How you
Kat."
doing?
And she's like, "Boo, I just got here, dang it." And she seriously had just got
Oh,
there
yeah.
just 4 minutes ago, just in time to hear that.
Is that what
Yeah.
we're talking about?
I'm
The thing
I'm
I put in back.
I'll look at it. I'm going to say the answer is it makes sense that it would be that one, but now I have to make it so it doesn't move around on screen. That's, wait a minute, save image. Hang on just a second. I got it. Oh,
Oh,
it's a website. It came
okay.
up as somebody's website.
Well, yes, because it's, and then you can click on the picture, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, he says
Oh,
it's a
good,
photo
got
of
it.
a mouse flipping off an eagle, which is about
There
to
you
get him.
go.
I like that.
Yeah, got it. Here we go. We're going to do it. Thank you, Boo, because I wasn't going to click on the friggin' thing. I tried to save it, but it was going to save it as a web page thingy. And then here we go. We have dun, 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 fuck you.
I like that.
That mouse is my spirit animal.
They sell T-shirts of this.
Oh, cool.
I'm just going to tell you that mouse. Oh,
Yeah.
I hate that I can't. I have to put my wooden piece down on the so I can roll because I am on very thick mat and then carpet, and I can't. I need to scoot up and I can't. But that is my spirit animal.
Mm-hmm.
I totally am liking this mouse. He is my spirit animal. Thank you, Boo. Love you for that.
Yeah.
I forgot where I was because I'm an idiot. That was totally cute. Totally cute. So anyway,
Pause.
what pause? Pause?
Yeah.
Pause.
I swear I heard you say pause.
No. The whole thing goes silent and we're all
Well, she's pausing. I'm pausing.
Well, I was showing my
Darn.
pause. I couldn't. I'm not flexible enough to get those up here anymore, or I'd have showed all four. Pause.
No, I don't think I said pause.
See,
I thought
you can always just pull a digger and then go feet overhead, and then we'll see your lower pause.
Nope. That's the thing. I did it to prove that you could do it without anyone seeing your hoo-ha. And I proved it. I proved it. You can. You can get your heels and your shoulders in the frame at the same time and still maybe not look like a lady, but you're not showing your bits off. It doesn't have to be that way.
I'm not gonna lie. She did not show us her hoo-ha. She did not.
It's not
show us
particularly
her hoo-ha.
ladylike. I look all weird,
Oh my God.
but it's possible.
Oh my God. I just love that you just said that. That was absolutely adorable. Okay, so here we go. Wait a minute. Wild Saffron, which
Hi,
y'all can't see hers, but give me just a moment. There we go. Wild Saffron was over in my Rumble. Says, "Happy New Year's, everyone. Shinny, if you want to have a fun movie about Minnesota ice fishing, Grumpy Old Man with Anne Margaret." That was such a great movie. I love that movie.
Yeah, that's one of the movies that made it look like so much fun that I've always wanted to try it.
And she's like, it's got Anne Margaret and Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon is indicative of ice fisherman lifestyle. Oh my God. And she goes, "Hope you're doing well." We are doing well. And I hope you are too. We did not see you last night. So we know it
You had a good
wasn't
time.
you. It wasn't you that said it, but I was in a chat and somebody said, "Oh my goodness, everyone's streaming like New Year's. This is going to be like, YouTube is going to be like the Strip at Vegas." And I just love that.
Just party hopping.
It sounds like you went to a lot of places on the Strip, but you didn't quite make it down to us at Fremont Street.
I don't know where Fremont Street is. I've never been to Vegas, but I'm assuming it's the part. Oh, I thought it was going to be like the tail end, the ghetto end of it.
It's the old Vegas.
Oh, old Vegas.
That's where like the Golden Nugget is, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And it's like where all of the fun shit's going. New Vegas, you stay in a hotel, right? That
Mhm.
cost you a fortune, and then you basically you gamble in theirs because they make it large enough, and it's so hard to walk to another casino.
Oh, I know. But if you
You
really
know,
want to, they've got underground and above ground things that you can walk from one to the other without having to step outside, right?
right, not necessarily.
Oh,
But yes. Okay, so some of them do, but not necessarily. And I don't believe any of them are underground. I've never heard of that in my stays of going being sober and walking around. But I can tell you that it's just really hard just to get across the street. Okay,
yeah.
there's one, the Caesar is next to the one with the water fountains, and that one has a walk thing to all four corners, but that's the only one that I know that has a walk thing over the roadway.
Okay.
And
I don't know. I remember different friends telling me their experiences.
yeah,
So I've
it
never
sounds
been.
like they went to those four corners and applied it to all of them. I mean, I could be wrong, but yeah, I don't know. I
Cool.
don't know.
I
And
definitely don't. So
then Saffron says Shinny is talking about the TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority. They created dams for power to Appalachia, but really the government was building Oak Ridge National Laboratories. See how that works? They just a pain in the ass. And then she continues on with, I make these comments with love, knowing it will be an hour before you read them. Well, the bad thing is
they don't give us
they
timestamps.
don't give us
on
a time
Rumble.
on this. See,
Yeah.
you get to see.
I can get timestamps from my YouTube, but not from Rumble. So
I'll be right back.
You get
okay.
to, we're gonna be here. You get to see what we get to see, and I don't know, and I keep forgetting. Unfortunately, I keep forgetting that my Rumble doesn't come up on screen.
Yeah.
So when I glanced over the first time, it's like I don't want to read ahead and chat, and so I was waiting, and then it's like, wait, we're there. Wait, oh shoot, that's right. So yeah. But you're part. See, look, I made you part of the stream. I'm able to share it out like this. So
you're one of us now.
I'm hoping it wasn't a whole hour that you had to wait for me to read this one. But we love you, girl. Just
Very
do.
good to see you.
I'm not gonna say I almost gave it away. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Over here, Bobby's back and he's saying Planet Piss.
Planet Piss. Exactly.
And then, of course, don't be silly, Digger. The tunnels are not for us, goy. Fair enough. Fair enough. I didn't realize that the Las Vegas tunnels were for the other people. I thought they were just building tunnels underneath New York. I didn't realize it was underneath multiple cities.
Oh my God, there's a YouTube thing that says they live in the tunnels below Las Vegas. Do you know that
that's homeless. Homeless people live in the ducts.
That is totally dangerous to do in Vegas because, dude, when it rains, you have like 10 minutes and those flukers are full. And if you're deep inside of there, you may forever stay like deep inside. Oh wait, I remember that.
Yeah, I think I watched that documentary.
Yeah, there's an estimated 2,000 people who live in the underground tunnels beneath Las Vegas. So, tunnels to other.
Bobby's saying, Digger, did you just think us normal people were out there just digging tunnels? Well, no. I honestly didn't know there were that many tunnels under there.
Wait, are you telling me that you don't just go and dig tunnels?
Well, I used to as a kid. My brother and I tried our damnedest to dig the family garden plot into China.
Oh.
And then we gave up on China and we tried to make the underground cavern cave. Oh, shoot. It was a kid's show in the 80s and 90s. Owl TV. And they would show you all sorts of...
No idea.
Oh,
But
it was great. And one of the things they had a super secret kids only underground like clubhouse sort of thing. So that's what my brother and I decided to try to do instead.
no, so in Chicago we get this thing called snow. I don't know if you ever heard about it, Shenny, but it's cold and we get a lot of it. So
Oh, wait just a moment. Wait just a moment. Okay. I moved to, again, I'm a desert rat, so I drive sand. Okay. But I moved from here to Colorado. And apparently, when you drive sand, you drive really good in snow also. And then I moved back. And when I moved back and it snowed just up the street from me, I think they got like 14 inches overnight. I thought, oh, I want to go. So I drove up there, right? Now it's on really steep hills and everything else, right? But that's okay because I can park. I know how to drive. Oh my God. There were people in Mercedes trying to go up a hill.
Oh, that's not going to work.
But wait, they weren't going to give up. They had
There's always a few of those.
They didn't have chains or anything. See, I have a
Are you
four-wheel
allowed
drive.
to have chains?
Yeah, here you have to have chains. So how they got past it, I don't know. I got past it because I have four-wheel drive and I'm not required to have chains. How that vehicle got past it, I don't know. So they get like a running start going up the hill. And then they start spinning and spinning.
Oh, and then they start going backwards.
And then they slide
and then
down.
they start turning while they're spinning. And then they start spinning and turning and going back. And I just stood on the sidewalk at the corner going, I will pretty much bet that they're not native. Because here's the thing that people say, stupid California drivers. Okay, granted, there's a whole new generation. I'm not talking about those with common sense or without. I'm not talking about those with common sense. I'm talking about those without common sense. Okay, they don't know how to drive. So when they say, stupid Californians, that is true. But prior to that, there was a whole bunch of generations who had common sense. They knew how to drive in the rain and in the snow. Native Californians knew how to drive in the rain and the snow. Wait, what? You know who didn't know how to drive in California rain or snow? That would be the transplant. We had a discussion a little bit earlier about gas and water. Okay. Well, imagine this, if you will. Summer comes and you're driving your car, which is spitting out all kinds of stuff while you're driving down the highway, but also you are leaving behind petroleum product on the highway as you drive. So, okay, that's cool. Now it suddenly decides to rain. You know what a petroleum product is? It's an oil. Do you know what happens when you put water on top of oil?
Yep.
You get slick.
Sure as fuck does. Do you know what happens to all those people from all these states that drive around in the snow when it gets all watery and shit in San Diego? They go, stupid Californians don't know how to drive.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but it's us, right? No, it's the transplants. Because see, where you're from, your petroleum product gets washed off frequently. Our petroleum product does not.
No.
Yeah, the first rains of spring, where I am, always you have to be careful. And it's just something It's an innate thing.
You don't even think about it if you're native to it. And so when I was going to work one day, the traffic was backed off on the exit that I was taking. Now, I had already moved out of the hood and moved into the country, so this made zero sense to me as to what's going on. So then I start seeing people at the stop sign trying to take off, and they're spinning their tires, and they start doing the zzz, I don't know how to drive thing. And it's a beautiful sunny day, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I stopped. There's two lanes, and I stopped and I looked and I went, oh, great. somebody dropped oil. There was obviously somebody who had an oil tank on the back of their truck, and it got punctured, or they dropped it and it broke, and a whole bunch of oil was, and these idiots were driving through it. Okay, but you don't know how to drive through it. You're morons, right? So they're all pulling over, but at a point where the next person coming is going to hit them. So I have to drive through it. And I said, look, you guys, you need to go ahead and move your cars down the road before this next guy hits you. Look, he's coming. And then I drove forward and pulled over, and I called for the sheriffs to come and put a stop to it. They were not really interested. And I said, ma'am, do you know that these people do not know how to drive on oil? Do you know how to drive on oil? Have you ever driven on your salad? And she thought I was being an ass. And I'm like, I am not being an ass, but I am going to tell you, somebody is about ready to get killed. Another car just stopped, and the next vehicle missed them by 1 inch. They got somebody out there so fast, but what did that moron do? He drove right through it, and he added himself to the situation. They had to close down the exit because it was really bad. But I'm just saying, natives know how to drive with that crap.
See, and it's not even so native. There are times when even being a native doesn't save you.
Well, no, and I'll admit it doesn't. But I'm saying that natives know what they're getting.
True. Like, what was it? 2 years ago, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago now. There was a ice that we had. It wasn't snow. It just iced really bad. And nobody was prepared because it was the first one of the year too. So nothing was pre-salted or anything like that.
Right.
And my dad was going up to an intersection, and one side of the intersection is like this, the other side's like this. So it goes into each other downwards.
Right. It's a V.
On one side, there's already an accident. Cops are there doing their thing. The next one, my dad's parked, and some guy slides down, hits my dad. My dad slides over and hits the cop car right on the nose.
Called Domino's. Domino's, you got to enjoy it. But no, I mean, there's going to be those type of situations. We're not going to lie. There's going to be those type of situations. But the fact of the matter is, people need to stop being so arrogant. And it's like, wait a minute, please listen to a native, because I put a lot of thinking into the fact that, oh my God, I'm not supposed to know how to look. Somebody will say something and I will take the blame onto me. Okay. It doesn't matter that you didn't put the blame onto me. I will take the blame onto me. So when I hear San Diegans don't know how to drive in the rain, I take that as you're talking about me. And then I give thought to, well, then how come I don't get into car accidents? Right? And
you know.
And it's because I'm a native that's grown up in this stuff that knows. And yes, I did have one accident when I hit a brick wall on a rainy day.
Oh, I had to throw my car into a drift in order to keep from hitting a median.
Well,
I slow-mo rear-ended a caravan full of family. Literally, like, I was maybe going 5 or 10 click tops, and we're coming up to a red light. And so I hit the brakes, but I was hydroplaning. I'd never done it before. And yeah, with slow-mo, they had enough time for the kid in the very back seat to turn around, make a face at me and my brother who's in the passenger, and do this before my car went bump.
You bumped him slightly.
It was literally, he's like, and then I just slowly slide in, and it's just a bump, bump, bump.
That is too funny. I don't care who you are. Hey,
that's so good.
Saffron's like, because we're gonna get her to where, you know, she's not a billion years behind here. Saffron's like, had a good New Year's Eve, just stayed home, watched movies, and then fireworks. Hope you had fun on your stream. I think we did we not?
Yeah. It was the same as any other stream, only we were pretty.
We were all gussied up. we really did look good. And it was kind of nice to look all good and gussy. And today I'm all hot because it feels hot in here right now, which I was afraid last night I was going to be cold, and I never got cold.
Yeah, it's been so warm here. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was weird that afterwards when I climbed into bed, I went, that's weird. The heater never kicked on and I never got cold. And I'm like, maybe that's what the alcohol did. And then I went to sleep. And then I woke up this morning burning friggin' hot. And apparently in the middle of the night at some point the heater kicked on. And now I thought I was having a whole new hot flash that I never had any of to start with. Wait, Bobby's like, wait, Brian, are you saying you dig tunnels?
In snow specifically, yeah.
Yes.
I would become a snow gremlin very quickly. It got so bad that my parents were like, Brian, you need to stop or else it will collapse on you and you will die. And I'm like, oh, I'm not going to stop.
It depends on how deep you go, but I doubt in the community that you would die. You would maybe wish. I don't know. Bobby said, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're going to have to get in the boxcar.
I'm not going to be one of the 6 million, Bobby. Eat my booty.
And don't worry, Brian. I'll notify Mighty. He's going to be so devastated. No, Bri. The hats don't even fit on his head. I'm sorry, Mighty. It had to be done.
I love it. The hat doesn't even fit on his head.
No. You don't understand. You don't understand. So actually, I have had a conversation. I have a Jewish coworker, right?
Yeah.
And the pics that I 3D print, we already came up with an idea for one specifically for Jewish people.
Oh, cool.
Am I going to have a channel when you're done? Everybody, we are still on Rumble.
No, it's fine. It's got a little clip on it.
It's a helpful thing.
No,
it's
yeah,
like a special clip
it's a
to keep
business
the
opportunity. It's a business because Jewish people have curly hair. Also, Jew froze is what they're
right?
colloquially called,
right?
Affectionately called. Well, he's like, just put a clip on it to hold the yarmulke in place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how great is that?
And I'm like, wait, is that going to work? And he's like, oh yeah.
I love that. That's a great idea.
That is a good idea.
Because that's you're gonna make some money, honey.
No, I won't, but because I'm not gonna do it. I only own one 3D printer. Let's get Captain up in this.
You and Captain go in business.
Because I think it was Captain who had the 3D printer, right?
Yeah, he's got one. Yes. That's
yeah. We were talking about the same. Yeah, because he has the same printer as me. Yeah.
Exactly. SH is like, I hate when you're on the road with hills and the car in front of you hits the brakes on the way downhill, so they lose momentum to get back up to the next hill. They spin tires and you're stuck behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Look, I drove stick most of my life. I wanted to butt plug each and every single one of those drivers. And now, because I live on a hill and I got a V8 that's sucking down, there goes the sucking again, that's sucking down all of the fuel, right? I get really mad because, like, coming from the ranch here, I don't really have to touch the accelerator pedal, okay? And doing it a lot, I can increase my miles per gallon on my truck, okay? But then I get behind these people who are going, oh, I can't go 30 miles an hour because there's a curve in front of me. Give up your license. Buy a new pair of tennis shoes. Step out in front of me. Something that's going to reserve your problem for no more people. Okay? SH, I'm with you. Girl, totally. MJ's like, hello, SH. Yes, and we
hello and happy New Year, SH.
Yeah, we didn't address it, but hello and welcome. And Daisy Girl's like, all eyeballs. What'd you miss? And Bobby's like, I got ran off the road by some dickhead with lights blinking on his trucks. I don't think that they should be allowed.
Blinking lights? No, they shouldn't be allowed.
They shouldn't be allowed. But then again, I have to tell you, here in California, some of the cops, they don't have blinking lights on top of their cars anymore. No, they have it in the rear view, in the rear window.
I hate that.
Wait a minute. They get behind you to pull your ass over, and you don't pull over, and now they add evading to the list.
I'm of the opinion that undercover cop cars should not be a thing, strictly because you're there to protect and serve in my opinion. You should be
Not
there to
in
do that.
trap and deck.
Not entrap
Yeah.
and destroy.
You
Yeah.
know,
Predators are the only things that camouflage like that.
they just, but no, I don't want to get into another story. But years ago, I was given a ticket for speeding. I was not gonna lie. Wait, no, I did lie, but I'm not going to lie now. I'm sure that I was doing it. It was over 100 miles an hour, I think. But anyway, I don't know where this cop came from, and that's what pissed me off. And so I was going to fight the ticket, and that fucking cunt showed up. Okay.
By the way, if I start lagging, it's because I opened something that may or may not turn my computer into literally diggers. So
Fair enough. We're prepared.
But so what happened is that she pulled me over, and I pulled over because I'm in the fast lane, and I pulled over, and she gave me the ticket, and then she took the exit and came back, and no, she didn't even take the exit. She pulled over and backed up to another police officer that had pulled over on the other, and because I was in the fast lane, and they were parked over in the breakdown lane over in the slow lane, and they sat there for like an hour and a half in one of those cars. What were they doing all that time? I don't know, but I couldn't get my car running. My truck was a little bit pissed off at me. So it's like, I ain't doing this no more, right? Okay, great. So anyway, I go to court to fight it. And this is the one where I pissed the judge off and scared him all at the same time. And I got off on the speeding ticket because I asked, when he said, would you like to ask her a question? And I said, yes, I would. You said I was doing this many miles an hour. Would you like to drive my vehicle? And the judge was about to say something. And I said, excuse me, that was a question. And he went, it's a question. Go ahead and answer it. And she goes, yes, I said you were doing that. And no, I would not. And I waited, and the judge said, well, go ahead now with whatever statement you have to make. And so I said, because if you wanted to drive my vehicle and try and do that, you would find out it would not run. She never said, yeah, well, that's why you couldn't get it started, stupid. So anyway, because this was in the hood, right? I was giving her all of the leadway. So anyway, this is in the hood. She's a black cop. He's a black judge. I'm white-skinned. All of a sudden, I'm like, and where did you come from anyway? That you had to haul up to me because I got on in Massachusetts. And you were telling me that before I got to federal, and nobody, I mean, unless you're from the hood, you don't know these street names, boom, 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 like that. And the judge is like, and she goes, I got on at Broadway, to which both the judge and I were both from the hood. We're both from this place. We both went, huh? And she couldn't explain it. Shit, after I got out of court, I paid somebody else's ticket because I beat my ticket, right? Yeah. I paid somebody else's ticket who was pulled over by one of those cars, got evaded, who for not pulling over because he had the light in the back and he pulled up behind her and wanted her to move over. Yeah. She doesn't know it because there's no lights up on top or no lights in the front. So anyway, I felt bad for her. So I paid for her ticket because technically I was speeding. Okay. So anyway, it dawned on me. She was such a bad cop. She could not say there is only one location in the hood where you get on the freeway in the fast lane, and that is at the end of Broadway where it comes on right at the curve. She couldn't say that. She just said Broadway, to where because this is a little like block and a half area nobody ever takes. So she took it, but the judge and it's not even common in our brain. And I'm like driving home, and I'm like, oh, Fook. She got on right directly behind me. She had to have accelerated to well over 100 to pick up speed for me for when I pulled over, because I was maybe only 25 car lengths when I stopped from where she got on. So she got on the freeway. She punched it to play catch up to me, and she clocked her car, not mine. So was I speeding? Probably. Was I doing 100? Very doubtful. But then again, the statement of, but my car wouldn't keep running was factual. So I you know,
I mean, if your engine's gonna sputter out because it's the definition of a shit wagon, then
yeah, it didn't sputter. It just ran perfectly, and then it said, "I am not starting." So, you know, it was just that. Daisy Girl's like, SH, smiles. And Bobby's like, was going all, woo, well, la-di-da. I forgot. And then Daisy Girl's like, Bobby, smiles and peace signs. And Bobby's like, Daisy. Hey, Daisy Girl. SH is like, hey, MJ. Hi, Daisy Girl. Hola, Bobby. See, we got all of those. Howdy, SH. Bobby's like, we had loud banging going. I forgot. We didn't want to hear about that. Anyway, we had loud banging going on for about 5 hours straight before New Year's here. I don't know what the fuck it was. Oh, I saw no lights. I don't know. Was it your neighbors? Or are they trying to have children?
My neighbors do that at 2 a.m. and it gets really annoying.
Oh, I bet.
And the walls are paper thin. So it's
he's like, oh, that sucks because you're in it like a townhouse or a condo.
I'm in an apartment.
Oh, yeah. I hate that. Bobby's like, that is not where I thought that was going. Exactly where I went with it. Bobby's like, I drove stick my whole life. I wanted to butt plug everyone. I said it. I'm not going to lie. I did. But you knew what I meant. That was not where I was going. And Daisy Girl's all eyeballs. What? And then Bobby's laughing. And Brian just gets nervous around the police for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's weird. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
I know. Surprise. And then Daisy Girl's like, I love driving a stick. See, it's not just me. I love driving a stick. Do you see? And then Cynthia's like, I took something for a headache and dozed off. You didn't miss anything. I've decided I'm just going to go back to sleep. You lucky dog for a while. I love y'all. May you have a better 2025. It's going to be good, Cynthia. Thank you. You too. Sleep well.
Feel better.
And Bobby's like, damn it, Cynthia, and starts laughing. Hey, I want everybody to know if your flight has not already landed, the flight attendant has now left the building.
Yeah. So if you didn't get your nuts, it's too late. You're not getting any nuts.
No nuts for you.
It might be a sign to abandon ship too, because mid-flight, no more flight attendant. She might know something the rest of us don't. Just saying. But then you want to land in Shinnyland. You really do. Don't get me wrong. You're all here. That's how you know that
That's how you know. Yeah.
She bailed. Right. You know where I'm going with this. It was a good idea until it wasn't. Daisy Girl's like, sweet dreams, Cynthia. MJ's like, later, Cynthia. SH is like, I fell asleep during the stream, but I'm kind of awake now. I know we're not really exciting, are we? Or everybody stayed up super late last night. I don't know which way this went. We're trying. And SH is like, night, night, Cynthia, except for it's not night for her. She's out here on the West Coast for us. So she's going nap, because it's only 3:33. I thought that was a good time to say out loud. Hi, Sam. What's up?
Not at all, actually.
She can't hear.
Yeah.
Hi, Sam.
You can see the shadow.
I see the shadow. That is so funny.
Hello, shadow.
That is so cool.
That's awesome.
I don't know if that was purpose or not, but that was good.
I told her that you guys said hi.
That was, yeah, but we could see the shadow. That was so perfect. Do a shadow puppy. Did she just get home from work?
No, she's been home since 1. She only worked for 4 hours today. She has it's because she's a manager, so she has like she's salaried, but they're like, okay, but you have to work like half a day on certain holidays. Mm-hmm. Where this is her certain holiday, like Christmas, she didn't have to work.
And that Christmas was at Eve 4 o'clock in the morning. She had to get up and go to work.
No, that's me waking up at 4 a.m. She woke up at like 7, 8. Got into work at 9.
Okay, got it. Okay, so good. She didn't give herself the worst schedule.
No.
That was the
I'm sorry.
advantage. Okay.
I'm reading ahead.
I read it too accidentally. I accidentally did too. Daisy Girl's like, Bobby, we had wild lightning here. Guess Greensboro got hit pretty hard. I could see the display across the fields outside my
Wow.
bedroom window. SH says, I was up until the morning again. Yay. God dang you guys. Sleep. And Bobby's like, Shadow Sam. And Brian, you're married to a shadow person. You're probably possessed.
Probably.
Oh, I know I'm possessed.
We know there is no doubt. In the meantime, what we also have, because, we're not just in StreamYard, folks. You know what else we have? We have Saffron over in Rumble. And Saffron,
The flosser.
Saffron's like, where did we go? We got 2 inches of snow today. Watched my Texas Longhorns win a bowl game. Well, congrats for winning. Eating buffalo chicken. Oh, that sounds good. The buffalo chicken dippers and drinking Bloody Marys. She's having a great New Year's Day. Okay, only 2. I'm past my party all night days.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Me too.
We really are. I mean, we have been doing pretty good at staying up, but we normally we end our night around 10, maybe 11 if we're pushing it. But this was after midnight. This was this morning.
Yeah. I don't think I went to bed until at least 2. I don't know.
Honey,
I don't
I'm
know
so
what time
sorry.
it was.
I think it was like 3 a.m. for me. By the time I got to sleep, I was like, who cares?
Okay.
For the week.
And we've got
everyone's gonna feel the same way.
What is this where you
She's got those are Trump flossing. He's doing the floss dance.
That's the flossing.
Then there's a kitty cat who's playing a piano, I think.
Piano cat. Down.
And Sammy's over there. Hello, Sammy. How you doing?
Sammy bounced right on over and said, I'm here. I'm listening. Sammy, I hope you had fun last night too. But see, there we go. Look, I finally figured out how to do that. Get my Rumble chat on streams.
Mm-hmm. I honestly never thought of doing that.
I gotta be honest. Join the club.
Not the worst idea at all.
It's really not. Okay, what I want to know is how do I after I get that on stream and I'm done sharing, how do I okay, I'm there and there. Oh, remove it from stream. Got it. Okay. The bitch is tired. Okay.
Okay.
Not all the synopsis is working the way that it did. And to where last night, if you notice, I was like bouncing from one tab to another tab and being able to just put it up there. And I wasn't having to keep, presenting and doing all that stuff. And today, for the life of me, all this time, I've not been able to figure out how come I keep having to go present and bring it back up this way. Why can't I just go share this tab instead?
Yeah.
How come I can't go share this tab instead? Right?
Yeah.
And I was like getting stupidly confused.
Be well, Wild. Be well.
And well, what can I say? There I was. Well,
that's a very happy kitty.
It is, isn't it? But I'm glad you got a lurk for a bit. It is good to laugh with you too, sweetheart.
Yeah, good to see you.
You wanted to say something? Oh, OG, her and OG.
Oh yeah, no. She and OG are gonna end up either loving each other or hating each other because they are both
exactly
like pros at the naughty dad jokes, and
we have to get them together. We have to get
a
them
naughty
together.
dad joke off.
it just we have to get you guys together. You were a topic last night because we thought about you, and so you were a topic last night, and it was that, and that, it was like, wait a minute, what was it? And that was it. Is getting you two together. So that
I've honestly copy and pasted jokes that she's put into the Rumble chat just so that I could give it to OG over in Discord. Like, oh my God, she just said this. You're gonna love it. And I'm pretty sure I remembered one of his to drop in the Rumble chat for her to see. I'm pretty sure I did one.
Is there a book of dad jokes that y'all is getting from, or are these like just that you've heard them over time? You know, just want to know because, you know, do we give you credit or do we give somebody else credit or do we just say they read well? I mean,
I don't know, but they're both professionals, and I would love to see a joke off because be nice to see. I just think it'd be that fun to hang out for half an hour listening to nothing but naughty dad jokes.
Exactly, it's kind of like Mrs. Maisel, but
it's like a rap battle. Only
and
jokes.
we would know them better. A rap battle. Oh, I can't say that. I almost changed rap from an R to a J, and that was going to be the wrong word to use.
Yeah, that would have been the wrong one.
I heard it before I said it. Aren't you proud of me that I stopped myself?
No, that would have been funny. I would have laughed.
What's funny is the timing of nightmare. I'm sorry. The timing of that was like really good. Anyway, what were you going to do? Other than Digger? Wait, did you do your dab?
I did just dab. I'm thinking I might need to take him another one though.
And Bobby's like, they come from saltwater taffy wrappers. Oh, I remember we used to get jokes in wrappers.
Oh,
I knew what Bobby was talking about.
Bubblegum always had a short comic and a joke.
There you go. See, there you go. I remember getting those too. I really, really do. So anyway, Mr. Q must have gone back to fishing, and MJ just kicked back and went, I am not typing today. I'm going to just listen to these guys because he's tired.
Right too. I remember getting them off the popsicle sticks too.
And they're still on popsicle sticks.
Yeah.
The best part is I'm not going to say what I do to the popsicle, but is hurrying up and getting it so that I can read the stick.
And Laffy Taffy. I don't think I ever had Laffy Taffy, but then I don't think I ever had saltwater taffy wrappers. Well, the saltwater taffy either.
I don't know if I've ever had Laffy Taffy.
I love Laffy Taffies, specifically the banana ones, because it's the only flavor of banana that I actually enjoy.
I know I like banana taffy.
I don't like all the fake banana flavor. Oh, I can't stand that.
No, I'll take all the fake banana. Just give me all the fake banana in my mouth. I mean, what?
That wasn't me that said that.
No.
Okay.
That was all Brian.
Boo, you stepped in at that time.
I was gonna get clipped by Bobby. That's the point. I gave Bobby some material. He was missing material from me.
Yeah, what he does with it, that's up to him.
Yeah, I don't really care what he does with it.
But I'll take that one and use it in the openings that we know he's going to join us on. Yeah, well, I'm not going to tell you, but I get it gone really quick just to get to the stick. That sounded right. Did that one sound wrong?
Runs it onto the hot water tap.
There you go. That's what I do.
Melts it into the sink so that she can get the milk.
We're gonna stick to that one because I know that you're not really over there. We're gonna stick to that one because that one sounded way better. I liked that one. I really totally did. Yeah, we're gonna stick with her excuse for me, which her excuse is over here now. Okay, look, I did that. I figured it out before I pointed that time because I had to do the camera and the microphone thing. Yeah, only 2 hours and 13 minutes in. Just saying.
SH agrees with you about the banana Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, see, you got 3 of us here. We love the banana taffy, but I don't know if I looked up Laffy Taffy and that wrapper doesn't look familiar. But that doesn't mean anything. I mean, have you met me? I have like no brain cell. Okay.
Well, you've got half of one because I've got the other half.
Well, today you're carrying the whole load, baby. No.
We might be in trouble then because I thought you were carrying it.
Yeah, well,
So
here we are. Hey, Boo! How are you doing? Because we're relinquishing to you at this point. We have no brain cells over here.
Oh,
Got it.
I'm using all my brain cells and the entirety of the processing power on my computer to try to render something.
Oh, shoot. Yo,
It ain't
hi.
working.
We're all professionally mentally dead folk who know how to operate as though we are like still zombies walking around, and you're watching us, so it works.
Brains.
Yeah, it's your fault, people.
That's it. You know, see how we're going. And then Bobby's like, you don't just get to say, I'm not going into what I do with the popsicle. I just move on. I did though until, and then Digger explained that I run it under hot water. And
I know.
You know what I do with it. I know.
The next one.
Bobby's like, oh shit, the timing of that message after the last one. Mm-hmm. And SH is like, I almost spent $35 plus to get a bag full of banana Laffy Taffy, but I had a moment of clarity. Isn't it funny how you go through these? No, that is totally worth $35. And
I paid $60 on a $30 t-shirt. I paid $60 shipping just to get the stupid t-shirt. It's a stupid t-shirt, but I had to get it.
But it won't be stupid for you. So
well, no, it won't be stupid for me, but still, yeah. Every now and again, because I had that moment of clarity many times, which is why I didn't buy any of his merch. Because I'm like, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to do that. That shipping is ridiculous.
Right.
But
well, see, and I have my coffee mug, so I didn't have to go quick run over to get anything because I already had. So you know, but I understand if you had been waiting because of the expense of the shipping. It makes total sense.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, at a certain point, you gotta stop. I'm gonna get throat punch. No,
what?
My energy level.
Long story.
Long story.
Okay.
Hopefully not by me, because I'm losing my energy. I'm using my energy, but I have to reread my email or my DM to you, baby. And see what I answered versus what I didn't answer, and what I explained versus what I didn't explain, because I'm not all here mentally. And to Bobby, I started a DM to him, and I didn't hit send, and I didn't finish reading what he had written me, because I'm one of those people that you send me something and I'm going to, topic paragraph 1, topic paragraph 2, topic paragraph 3, because I know how to keep the thing going in paragraphs without hitting send after every one, right?
Okay.
It's just control enter, and you can go to the next thing, and so it becomes this long thing until, did you know that Discord goes, stop writing or buy Nitro?
No, I have never written so much that Discord says no. Please buy Nitro.
After they did it to me 2 times back to back, I'm like, fine, fuck it,
All
I'll
right.
do it for a month. And then I had, so but the whole thing is, it's like, well, I was like getting everything up here. Well, I didn't even remember to finish signing into StreamYard, and I'm like, because I went into Discord to post the invite, and before I knew it, I was replying to DMs, and because priorities, right? Squirrels, they don't have priorities. And so I was starting his, and then I realized, shit, I have to come over to StreamYard, and I didn't hit send because I wasn't completely done. And then we started the stream, and I told him I was going to hit send right in the middle of the sentence, right, that I was on, and I never hit send.
Oh, okay.
And then we were streaming, and I looked over and I realized they hadn't hit send, so I finished the end of the sentence and I hit send. And then I'm like, but I don't even know if the way I finished the end of the sentence made any sense, because I didn't read the beginning of the sentence, so it may not even apply. Yeah, and I don't know that I ever answered any questions of his because, my brain was
Well, I
brain
think
fogging.
Bobby probably got that throat punch because he's been quiet for a couple of minutes
I
now.
know. Honey, do we need to call the
Yeah.
ambulance?
Just can we get a proof of life? Even if you're laying gasping on the ground, can you just like hit a string of A's or something? Let us
Hit
know
the
you're still
keyboard.
alive.
Just hit the keyboard. Just hit the keyboard.
There you go. He's got a skull. So he did receive a throat punch, but he is living enough to hit a button.
There you go. We know he is okay. He is still receiving some form of oxygen. Just
Yeah.
not so sure
That's
on how
good.
much. So, what else do we need, guys? Where else are we going with this?
Today, I'm golden. I need to get out of clothes that hurt and off a chair that sucks. And yeah.
I think doing 2 hours and 30 minutes, okay, fine, we'll give him 10 more. I think 2 hours and 30 minutes after last night
is lovely.
Is a very nice and kind and generous thing. Here is one of the things that not you, MJ. I'm sorry. I can't. It was a last minute thought, and then I'm like, I'm gonna put it up here, but I if you enjoyed your time in given anything that we had to, let me just see if I can. Is it called shilling or grifting? Let me see if I can do this.
Both, I think.
You want to support the channel? Either one of our channels, you can buy us a coffee, and it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg like it does over on any of the other platforms. Buy us a coffee, Digger 420, or Shinnygram Yell Rock. Either one. Boom, bingo.
It's really nice. The Buy Me a Coffee only takes 5%, and the rest of it goes to the creator. Whereas Rumble, I've learned recently, it's got to be nearing 25%. So it's a huge bite, and I know that YouTube takes even more. So, if you don't want to support the platforms, but you do want to support the creators, Buy Me a Coffee is the best way to go that I've found. I did a lot of looking, and it works for Canadians as well, which was another reason I chose it, because a lot of you guys use third-party businesses to do any exchanges of money. We don't. So this way there's no silliness there. So and we appreciate it. We appreciate it if you donate. We appreciate if you don't. We appreciate you because you're here and you're talking to us.
And you,
thank you.
You're like, hey, look, I've got friends, and you talk to us, and you give us things, and we talk with you, and we just send you big old hugs because it's fun. Again, you guys have a place to go.
And now I do too.
And now, because you guys come here, we keep wanting to come back for you. There's that. Is that it's like, oh no, we don't, we it's not just going to be us, because we could do this in Discord. Okay, we really could. We wouldn't have.
But it's a lot more fun when we have you guys to talk to.
It's a lot more fun when we have y'all, and when you drive the bus that's going to lead the conversation. Because example, me talking about water and moisture in the gas, and then MJ or
MJ and Mr. Q.
Yeah, Mr. Q. Both were like, yeah. So see, I'm not insane. Okay, no, wait.
Well, yeah, you are, but you were not wrong.
I was not wrong. There you go. I am insane, but I was not wrong. So we're just saying there's those kind of funds. It's seriously the way I have it pictured is that we're all sitting around the house. We're all having a good time. If we're all here, we'll all be talking at the same time, and then being able to grab the sentences that we need to out of the air and addressing them. And this way we're grabbing all of the sentences out of the air and having a conversation, and it's great.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing that I miss is, where'd Peggy go? I wanted more facts.
I know she never came back. I hope she's not mad at me. I will reach out to her.
Not.
Yeah, no, she and I, we're connected elsewhere in the internet zones. So I will reach out to her because I did not mean anything. I was in a very pissy mood this first thing this morning. Thank you for that too, you guys. Thank you so much, because I was literally crying as we were going live because just so many things were like, and then the stupid Auld Lang Syne song, and I know what what the lyrics are, and then I was thinking of Jeff, and it all just went, ah! And I had like what 5 minutes to bawl and get it figured out so I could come back.
5 minutes and 28 seconds. So you figure it took 28 seconds to kick your ass. So yeah, you had 5 minutes. You got to admit there is a reason for the longevity, because this today the long opening worked out really well because I needed to eat. You know?
Yeah.
But again, you guys did. You not only put her in a better mood, you also put me in a better mood, because right now I don't feel like I'm the bear that's ready to bite everybody's head off.
Yeah.
You know? So
yeah.
Yeah,
so hopefully we made you guys all feel better too if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Can we climb
hopefully we can return the favor.
Exactly. We want to. That's what we're doing. And then Bobby's like, how is there no silliness there? There's Canada involved.
Okay. The reason there's no silliness there is because it's banking, and Canada doesn't run their banking. They don't own their Federal Reserve. It's all owned by the World Bank.
World Bank! Yay!
Yay! Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. But that's why there's no silliness in the banking industry here.
You're talking about big maple syrup.
Yes.
The big
maple. It's an industry.
Step aside, Lockheed Martin. We got big
maples coming in. Oh, that's awesome.
Sorry, Shenny. I did not mean to be stupid. It's fine.
What? Did I say you were stupid? I was over here typing something and smiling.
Oh,
no. That was smiling? I thought that was cringing.
No, my smile looks like a cringe. I was enjoying what I was typing.
No, it was in the corner of my eye. You don't understand. I'm still also running on like 3% memory.
You're like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I gotta fix this matter. The satellite man got his air compressor. Damn it.
I hope you sent me the vid for that, because the satellite man, you guys may or may not know the satellite man, but man, he's mean, and he's been just harassing this one dude for ages and ages, digging out his teeth and stuff. It's just
I'm sorry, hold
wild.
on. Digging out his teeth?
Yes. And it's all the satellite man doing it.
I'm sorry. I need a better explanation
other than it's mental illness.
Okay.
Recorded on YouTube. Oh no, the satellite man was also choking his cat. Damn it, the satellite man is just evil.
Yeah, that man's just a terrible individual choking a cat. Who would want to do that? Definitely not me.
But yeah, no, the dude he's obviously mentally challenged, but he's live streams or puts out videos or whatever of what the satellite man is doing to him, and it's wild. It probably, if I had any way to access the dude and get him some help, it would be a different thing. But because he's just some strange dude on the internet, I can laugh at the weirdness of it all.
But isn't there a lot of strange things? Speaking of which,
that's never a good thing to get to hear strange things. But also,
well, okay, I listened to some information that was provided to me, which I was already savvy of, about Mr. Nick knows.
How he's like losing his house.
Yes. Okay. But I was already savvy to that. Okay. But there was so much in it, and the loan that, and Bobby, work with me or take the data and tell me that I'm not wrong. Okay. Because after the the oh fuck, I can't remember the case. The first case.
Montegraph.
Montegraph.
No. The kid who in Wisconsin, who was that? Who with the shooting?
Oh,
Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse.
After
Yeah.
the Rittenhouse trial and all that money came in, and before the Johnny Depp trial, there was tax time in between. Okay. In between that tax time, or in between the two of those and during the tax time, is when somebody took out a $600 and something thousand loan. But during Rittenhouse, it is estimated that he made well over $1.5 million. And remember, remember I was telling you about quarterly taxes, and if you don't pay them, you get into big trouble? The penalty for that is almost 50% plus whatever taxes you owe.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but I'm yelling at Mincopium this morning that I'm listening to only on recording, and I'm wanting to call Bobby and go, call Meme and start doing this math, because you two are both smart enough, and I'm sorry that, why am I having this fucking thought? Right? Because I'm already grizzly bear over here, but Meme is keeping me like, my life could be like all kinds of shit fuck worse, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, it's taxes. It's taxes on the Rittenhouse money. It's taxes on
that
the
he didn't
Rittenhouse.
pay on time, and now
And
he's
he
paying the
didn't
penalty.
Because he's a fucking lawyer. Number one of the 50% of lying fucking lawyers, okay? But not only that, he's not even savvy enough to really be in business, so he doesn't realize that he needed to set everything up and have his accountant paying his projected taxes quarterly and then paying less of a penalty every quarter anyway. And then paying a completed, but still paying a little bit of the... there's
Fuck you, Bobby. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's the...
You and your horse.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about me? Am I tits and brains?
No.
Wait.
Thank you, Bobby.
Wait, I have tits and I think the taxes is the brain part. I'm just saying, I skipped. So, oh, I love that.
I'm very happy with this. Thank you. I'm glad that you are. That's a lovely photo of me, right in the middle of a pain.
A beautiful smile, though.
That's not a
beautiful smile, but it looks like a beautiful smile.
I hope it looks like. Does not to me.
Nick would do extra streaming just to get through the super chats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got tired last week. That wasn't going to happen. and then Bobby's like, pain. And Daisy Girl's like, look, tits and brain, because I thought of taxes. I don't take this. See? And she's like, and I had to look for it. Yes. See? I've got tits and a brain. Absolutely.
I know, it's wild when that happens.
Not a brain cell, but I have a brain in there. So Bobby's like, Digger, do another dab.
I will soon.
And SH is like, he doesn't pay for anything on time. Driving with expired tags. He doesn't pay for his license. He hasn't done his continuing legal education, which is only 40 hours a week, and a year. And let me share with every 2 years. So let me share with you how hard it is to do that. It takes me to get through 40 hours, approximately 6.5 hours to get through the 40 hours of continuing ed. So he can't do shit on time, including wiping his own ass. He probably wipes first and shits after. I'm just saying. Bobby's like, do 5 dabs. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do 5. And then Daisy Girl's like, yabba dabba doo doo. Bobby's like,
let's
go
full Johnny Tarded
and get confused. I'm already cornfused. I was born cornfused. And over here we've got Saffron saying Ricada wasn't even paying his property taxes
Yeah.
or even having auto insurance. See, and I wondered
Yeah.
how much of that car accident that he had, even though he hit nothing except for property, that the state is also fining him. And
Oh, he's gotten big fines for that.
Because he was under
Yeah.
DUI, that's going to cost him an additional $15,000. Unless he decided to be his own attorney, which then probably cost him $30,000.
Yeah.
So, because again, these lying attorneys, they suck at being lawyers. So, just going there. But yeah, no. So no way he had his quarterly taxes handled. He didn't even know to have them set up. This is the whole fun thing. So let me share with you, the moment that we hit $600, I've got to start being prepared to pay quarterly taxes here. Okay.
Wait, hold on.
We don't
No,
do
can
it
you
quarterly
explain
here.
something to me? What do you mean? Like, so I'm actually have no idea about taxes at all because I literally pay my taxes through my work.
Through the work,
exactly. But see, when you're in business, you're not doing that.
So it's every month, right? So say you make $600 in a month, are you required then to?
No. First of all, the IRS rule says $600 you must claim this. Okay?
So it's not quarterly taxes then.
Well, no, wait. As soon as I make the $600, now I know I'm in business and I need to make sure that I file the taxes, and then I'm in business, so it needs to be a business tax. Business tax, whether it's a 0 tax quarter or a $500 tax quarter, has to be reported. So you have to send in quarterly. They don't know that you're a Ricada not reporting, or if you're not making money unless you tell them. So you have to send in the quarterly every quarter to say payroll or taxes or no taxes.
So you're a business technically then.
Right.
Oh, I need to talk to a financial expert. This is too confusing.
Just saying, but the advantage is I do have a business that this will go right into. So I'm already doing quarterlies.
Shani, will you help me? Can I just roll mine into yours if I ever get one?
No, because then I'm going to end up paying more than last year's. I think I paid $22,000 in taxes and ended up with squat nothing on my own.
Yikes.
So, yeah, because my corporation's an S Corp and everything moved over to me on my personal side, which even though I was paying myself, I wasn't paying myself enough money. So I didn't pay my personal taxes enough. Do you see? There's a whole lot of, always an accountant or a certified tax person, not even an accountant. I've been talking to stupid accountants lately, and I'm tired of it. So don't talk to a stupid accountant. Speak to like ADP, get a corporation, have ADP pay you, and then they'll take care of your taxes, and then you'll get a tax accountant to take care of it with your ADP records, and it makes all the sense in the world. I'm too busy to deal with all that on my own. But
so YouTube doesn't give you like a tax record?
You're going to get a 1099 at the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to tell you, if you haven't paid quarterly to the IRS, your expected earnings for the quarters of each one, they're going to go, oh, thank you very much. We're glad that you made $100,000, but in this quarter you should have paid us this much, so we're going to fine you 50%. In this quarter you should have paid this much, we're going to fine you 50%. It can get really, really screwery. Okay, so yeah, and then Saffron is like, pissed away a small fortune like a total dweebtard.
100.
And then here's what Saffron's catching. Your employer sends quarterly taxes on your behalf.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're the employer.
Exactly. So the business is sending in quarterly taxes. So it's going in on your behalf. Okay. So you're paying them. They're just not coming out of your checkbook, but they come out of your check, your payroll check. And that's how they make sure your employer is doing it. So boom, bingo. I've had employers who didn't pay quarterly, and in fact decided after taking on my taxes that they didn't have an employee and they never paid the taxes. So there is a thing.
I'm dabbing, Bobby. I'm dabbing. Don't worry, I'm dabbing.
So, anyway, when you are self-employed, you have to pay those yourself every 3 months in advance of filing your taxes. Or they say, boop, you didn't do it, you're getting a fine. Boop, you didn't do it, you're getting a fine. Bobby comes along and says, wait, I'm confused. What's going on here? Somehow, oh my God.
Yes. Now, not only does he have the bad Johnny picture, he's got a bad Digger picture too. Lovely.
Well, no, actually, that was the other
I think
way
I like mine
around.
the best that he has when I'm having the antlers on.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
cute. That was adorable. SH is like, shit, even Aaron does his quarterly taxes on time. Just saying, that's the thing. And you know who you don't want to mess with is the Biden
The tax
IRS
man.
DEI guys.
Yeah,
I'm
the
just saying
35,000 new ones that are all armed for some
that,
reason.
you know, they
Man,
didn't
weird.
they
Yeah.
didn't earn their job,
Since
and
when?
when they knock on my door, I'm sure I'm gonna get shot. Just saying, I'm quite sure. Bobby's like, I don't sell lunch meat, I swear. Exactly. Bobby also says Crockett's is one of those narcs that will destroy themselves just so he can blame everyone else about his situation. Hey, cray. Dude, have you not noticed
Cray.
attorneys are really good at blaming other people for the shithole they dig? I don't know. Maybe I've known way too many attorneys for way too many years, but they keep proving to me they haven't changed. Okay, it just keeps getting worse. Just gonna say,
Yeah.
SH is like Bobby. Yep. We could have paid. He could have paid Monograph under $1,000 and been done with it. Instead, he chose to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to still lose because he's a no penis
Because he was in the wrong.
idiot. Because he's a no penis idiot who, instead of going, yes, I fucked up, let me just resolve this with an apology, went, I'm gonna double down and I'm gonna talk smack about the person that proved to me how wrong I am, and I don't want to hear how wrong I am, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fucking make it worse. Here's your shovel. Canada doesn't want it anymore.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to have it. Here, you take it.
So does that mean shells are flying off the shelves so that they can be lost in a boating accident?
I'm honestly, I don't know how many Canadians actually know that it's a thing, because they keep doing this. They keep passing all these ridiculous laws. Like, they passed a law, how many, I think the guy said like 3 years ago, making my little trowels illegal. I had no idea.
Found out about it.
The only reason I knew about this shovel thing was because his video went viral. So
Right.
most of these laws get passed. We have no fucking clue.
Oh my fucking goodness.
Until we've used the trowel and we get arrested for it. But I was planting the bulbs. It's spring. Actually, no, that would be fall, damn it. Before first frost.
To me, it's just totally insane. It's just totally insane. But oops, wait, Bobby's like, yep, he could have paid Monograph under $1,000. I read that already because I'm an idiot. He says Nick isn't good at that. He's not good at anything.
Well, he's really great at blaming other people.
Well, yeah, and being confident.
I disagree.
Being confident.
He's good at a few things.
Yeah, no, he was. He was very personable. He
Aaron
was
never gave him credit for being good at a blowjob.
Okay, well, or
Aaron won't admit it happened.
Taking a taste afterwards, type of thing. But
honestly, I think Aaron's perspective, it makes sense. He admitted to all sorts of wild and ridiculous and stupid and gross stuff. He admitted to it on all sorts of different places, but there are a couple of things that he swears didn't happen, and I'm inclined to believe him when he says those couple of things didn't happen, because he's admitted to everything else. Like, at this point, what's he got to lose?
Yeah,
well, right,
but
and it's
Mercado
not
was
going
really
away
good.
on him.
At a few
sorry,
things.
Aaron, I understand, but
yeah,
no. If he's admitted to the shit, I mean, yeah, he drank from the same cup that Nick came in, right? So if he's already admitting all of that, then Yeah, you've done.
But I never heard about Nick coming in a cup and him drinking it.
Flip it.
Aaron came in a cup and Nick drank it.
I don't know which
Oh
one.
God, I'm so glad I got tired of the.
I think if I remember correctly, I think it's that way.
Okay, the cup I was talking about was named either Kayla or April.
Oh.
And then you got the.
I was trying to be nice.
I gotcha.
God.
I gotcha. No, Keto hasn't been putting out videos that have been making it to my feed, so I have no idea what's going on. I figured it had gotten quiet because there's really not a whole lot to happen between, court visits.
After I was informed to watch Kino about a certain situation, I found out, though the guys were a little bit like more, I could take their humor. I could see where they like to point out the holes in the Swiss cheese. And they and it was like, I kind of can enjoy the guys every now and then. I really can try and do them every now and then. That sounds so bad, but just go with it. Okay. So anyway, hang on just a moment. Wild Saffron says, I said months ago, beside felony charges, the most trouble he faces is the IRS. See, another woman, tits and brains. And given his drug charges, they normally put you on their radar about your finances. Sure as shit they do. Sure as shit they do. I'm just, drugs equals addicts. And very quickly, and if he was already on their radar, they went, you know what? We got to stop this dude because he's got a platform and it's going to become an issue. And they all work together. It's a thing. Bobby, especially when you all of a sudden make $1.5 million in a 14-month period, the IRS is like, whoa, where did all of these deposits come from? And they have all kinds of bells, whistles, and alarms going off in their building. So they want to come and deal with it. Daisy Girl's like, I bet Bobby's yummy. After the whole cup conversation, not wanting to go there. But Bobby's like, I don't sell lunch meat. The IRS is coming after me or something. Wah. And then he's laughing. I know what you're talking about, Willis. And SH is like, he's got 5 kids and a wife to support. Yeah, now he's got a girlfriend to support because now she ain't got no shit. She's probably.
Is she still living in this house?
No. Mommy and Daddy got involved apparently, according to Meme, and for them to help him at all, he had to get rid of her. Well,
I need to watch Meme stream this morning. I need to go back and watch that.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
I enjoyed listening to it while I was taking a shower and getting, woke up this morning, and it was like, oh, this is where my brain needed to go to remind me of this world that we live in and just get me to go, it could be worse. Don't worry. It could be worse. Don't worry. Just don't kill anybody yet. It could be worse. And so Meme was really good to me this morning. Parasocial relationship, here I come. So
jeez.
Apparently we have parasocial relationships here too. Meme put it in not such a mean way, and it was very nice. And I'm like, well, then we all have parasocial relationships.
With each other?
With each other, because we don't get to see, we don't get to be in real life. We don't get to go hang out at the food place, right? So it's Meme.
It's not
nicer.
I see what you mean.
Right.
Okay.
Meme made it sound a lot nicer, and I appreciated the way that he said that. We're so there. But parasocial does not have to be one of those
evil things.
It's a one-sided, I was just being nice. It wasn't that. It's just see, it's so anyway. It's expedient and makes sense to just pay the man.
Yeah, with Monty, totally. He should have known enough to not say it in the first fucking place. Right. And when Monty took umbrage at it, anyone who knows anything about Monty, which I didn't until this happened, I knew nothing about him, but the man is like uber smart, like seriously smart. He's He's got connections. He's got abilities. This is not a guy you fuck around with.
But
He
Nick
not
was
may not.
jealous of him.
Oh,
I still
probably.
think they're. I
But-
think I still think he's nuts though.
Nick
Oh, I'm not
was-
saying he's sane.
he,
Yeah,
he,
but you can be totally
he may
intelligent
be
and genius
coming
and
from-
be insane.
right. He may
Um,
be coming from such an extreme level of intelligence that we're not understanding it. But Nick went, "Fuck you! I'm smarter than you."
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make
And-
you don't see what's going on with me, says Nick, because you're not allowed to tell me how wrong I am, because I'm not wrong in anything, because you know what? My grandfather worked up and he shit gold, and I got gold in my fillings.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, you can't, it's a shame. You shouldn't be able to. He should have known better. I should know better a lot of times too. That doesn't mean that I do, but I'm not, you know.
I just think he's defending himself poorly, or should maybe have not.
Again,
Yeah.
as being
Yeah.
said,
Had he shut the fuck up right at the beginning and let Larry do his thing and just followed what Larry had to say, the whole thing may have been over with by now.
I mean,
because
all you had to say was I heard it from someone else, and I thought it was true. So I mean, I guess.
yeah.
Which then defamation just kind of it falls on the first person. That's why all the big media companies go, oh, and according to this media company, who said it according from this media company of the other media company,
Of
and
the
there-
other one,
just
yeah.
it creates a circle.
Yeah.
There is
There's
no
first.
person, meaning it's harder to get it unless you sue them all and you win, like the kids with the Native American drum thing in the cap.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
Oh,
in the
right.
Capitol, yeah.
Yeah, what the heck are they
yeah.
called? The something kids.
I
Starts with a
can't
C.
remember.
They were just
He was a
Catholic,
MAGA.
that's-
He wore a MAGA hat, and he was just a good kid
and he
who
just
stood
stood
there.
there and
Yep.
kept his mouth
Uh-huh.
shut and grinned through
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Exactly. So it's one of those things where it's like if you don't have if it comes from a source and it's one of those things. I mean, like what was it? Like he said it wasn't the cantaloupe, it was a honeydew or something like that.
I can't
And,
even remember.
because like in like one of the court documents, if I remember correctly, it was like something along the lines of he did this thing with a cantaloupe, and it's like, well, it wasn't a cantaloupe, it was a honeydew, you idiot.
Oh,
It's
for
like-
fuck's sake.
Okay.
So let me see playing word games, and let me go ahead and just say you should have said melon.
You should have said it was a watermelon.
Well, no, it does. A cantaloupe.
I
is a
understand.
melon.
I understand. They're all melons.
Yeah.
And I like the idea of a
melons.
watermelon because it's
Yeah.
funny to me because I like watermelon.
You walked right into that one, Bugs. So, but anyway, no, my thing is, does anybody know what followed this? I know that it was like a half an hour ago we were going to go bye-bye, but then I went, oh, whoa. But
Wait a minute.
yeah, exactly, right? So, but this is, anybody know what position he graduated from law school in his school?
He graduated law school.
Well, he had to. He got a law degree. He had to
Oh.
pass the bar, right?
Yeah.
So
So
I
my
had no
question
idea.
is, was he like the top 10 or the lower 10? Here
who
is
knows?
why
It's
I
Nick,
asked this.
probably mediocre to middle.
Good
I'm not
enough
even
to pass.
mediocre. And here's
Oh, fuck.
I
Me, yeah, okay. I will never play poker in front of anyone. I am just stepping outside.
Are you playing poker right now?
No.
she was gonna do something else and she was getting ready to do it on stream. So, but anyway, here's the reason why. Okay, Nick went to the lower 2 law schools.
Okay.
Not the worst, but the second to the worst law school there was.
I went to one of the worst colleges in Illinois.
But I want to know, did he graduate in the bottom of the class?
That's okay. I can see where that you go to a shit tier school and you get a shit
shit
tier
in it.
grade, then
Yeah.
you're just
And
shit.
then you never go to work because you can't earn a living in that field. So maybe you are a shitty ass client And that rule really works truthfully for you because of your position in all of the above aforementioned. Does that make sense? To me, my brain, it has it on a conveyor belt and it makes sense to me.
It makes sense to me. I'm just
Okay, good.
You know.
I'm glad that I kind of asked the questions.
Covington kids.
We needed to
There
go.
you go.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
How did you do that? Damn.
There you go.
Bobby is like, no, Aaron definitely drank it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, who's the picture of now? I can't. It's too dark and it was too small. Now I'm outside.
I don't know. Oh, it's
isn't that the dude? Isn't that
the guy you like who can dance because you're like, I dance like him.
No, that's not T-Rex. That is not T-Rex.
No, I wouldn't know then.
But isn't that
all white people look the same?
Isn't that Montegraph sitting there? Isn't that Montegraph?
Oh, I don't think we were talking about Monty.
Monty's super
Yeah, that's
skinny.
not. Yeah.
Monty's like Skeletor.
I don't know then. I don't know. But Bobby says, no, Aaron definitely drank it. I think she meant April. SH says, yes, honey, you understand me. Okay. You knew the cup was April.
Yo, she's the cup and who's the drink?
Well, one of the dudes. That's, they
that's
drank.
The point.
They drank back and forth. So
no, I was Digger. Remember the video I sent you? Shani, I don't know if you saw the video.
Oh. Oh no.
Rap.
I don't know, but Bobby's like, I already proved that Aaron drank it. Oh, I believe you, baby. Look, it wouldn't have been my first rodeo, so I understand. And Bobby's like, if he can swallow it, it's coming along. And then Bobby's like, also, Johnny would hate this one way more.
This picture?
Oh, that's Johnny.
Is it? Oh,
Johnny.
That would have to be his old video.
That's his old picture.
Oh, jeez Louise, Bobby.
That's right. I remember now. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. He's like, nobody's going to believe this was me. And yes, it is. That's right. Look at me playing with my widow mushrooms. And the second house got sold. Did it really? And April was living in it.
April was kicked out because it sold.
And now the primary house is the one under foreclosure. And again, I think it's because he owed tax money and his parents said, we're not going to help you. And so he did that to get himself out of trouble. Problem is, he never got himself out of the trouble because then he never got set up with the right tax person to go ahead and take everything and do it right. And he's just sitting there going shit. And that's one of the reasons I don't think he's streaming anymore. He doesn't know how to get out of the fucking trouble because he's not a businessman.
Well, I mean, if he streams, then he just puts all of his money towards the and preventing foreclosure. I mean, he might be able to work with the bank.
But
in theory,
Meme explains that the parents are probably going to take over the house and tell him he is just kind of a babysitter of the house, that it's not his. He's just watching it until the kids get older because it isn't a trust.
It is, yeah.
Oh, then you know what? They're probably he's probably said, his parents probably have the stipulation of you're not allowed to stream anymore, you idiot.
Maybe.
Could be too.
Keep your ass off the internet.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
But there's a whole lot of different balls that can be in the air on this. But the thing is that, remember I told you about getting the life insurance policy, how to get it and keep the payment up here, when even though the bill is, as you get older, it goes like this and you come down and then you meet it, but you have all this money. Well, this is how his parents think. He doesn't know how to think like that. And that's where all of this comes all into a financial services. Talk to somebody with a 22 and then boom, you're good. Not a pew 22. So anyway, now the primary house is April can't live under the same roof as Nick for sake of the kids, I believe. Is that the reason? I thought his parents said no, but I may not have been paying attention then, because at a certain point I had to take my ear thing out. Why am I still wearing it? Oh, I'm not. That's the one.
I have to be completely honest. I haven't paid attention to this Nick thing for weeks. I just haven't given a shit.
I'm in the same boat.
But it was meme, and nobody else is streaming, and it's like, and he wasn't live when I was listening, but I just wanted to listen to meme, and I really appreciated it because I got such a great, honest way of understanding it. And I'm like, okay, 20,000 a month in Coke is not a big deal because I did 30,000 for 3 months. It never did anything to me, so I just quit.
Yeah.
But
you're Miss High Tolerance, though.
Well, yeah, but that's even what the doctor said.
High tolerance, me too, man. I wish I could get drunk still without having to drink myself into oblivion.
Yeah, you know what? It's the same thing with pot. All you have to do is just not do it for a month or two. Well, for me, I'd have to stop pot for a very, very long time, but I really lean on it.
See, I stopped drinking a whole lot of pop. Like, I prefer to drink beer over pop because beer is just frankly better for you.
Right? And there's no diet shit in it, so please just drink your beer. You have my approval. Is that beer? 312?
312. It's a Chicago beer. Because that was a Chicago area code was 312.
I thought that's what 312 was an area code. But yeah, no.
I can't drink wheat beer. I'm allergic.
Oh shit.
Yeah, oh man, that was not fun the first time I found that out. Holy Hannah.
Man, I bet you had GI problems for 2 days.
Dude, we hardly got me home. It was a new bar a new brewery bar, and let's taste test all the different. Holy Hannah, I just barely got home. It was awful.
Bread is for livestock. Oh, get bent, Bobby. Bread is delicious.
Stop reading ahead.
See, for me, the more processed the wheat is, the better it is for me, I guess. Because I can eat gluten and I can eat white bread, white bread, and it's okay. I don't get too sick. But
I'm just allergic
whole wheat bread, no, 2 pieces of whole wheat toast, and I'm hooped.
Comes out in sinuses unless it's orange wedges in my coffee or in my water, and then my tongue is just a hot fucking mess. So if I'm talking funny again today, guys, I am sorry. My tongue has been causing me problems, and it's not just because it's been talking. I'm just gonna say that. So SH is, well, she had a good ride, free house and food, and 2 or 3 huge tattoos. Well,
I know, right?
Totally screwed.
Oh man.
And Bobby's like, April to me is possibly the funniest story out of all of this. I feel sorry for her because she's on the street corner scratching her itches. And Daisy Girl's like, April should write a book.
She should.
Well, she should. She should try and
get I'd buy that book.
Yeah, everyone would.
She should try and get 10 grand for that video that everybody wants 6 grand for. She should be going, you know what? You bitches want it? I'll give it to you.
What video?
The body cams.
Body cam.
What does she have to do with the body cam footage?
She's the only one who really has to give her permission still.
Wait, Nick and Kayla gave permission to...
Oh, I forgot about Nick. I thought his permission is kind of null and void because he's an idiot. I think
it is null and void because everybody's just holding out for April.
Yeah, I think because Nick is basically screwed the pooch on this one when it comes to any appeals.
Everything.
I think they're basically he's out of the running in terms of getting out type of thing. I think the only person who can possibly even seal it still might be April.
Oh. And now that she's been booted out of the house, then they can't see each other.
Exactly.
She's got no reason
to. She ain't getting no money, and she ain't got no money from an ex-husband or nothing. She has no job. She has no prospect. She has.
Well, I hear she's got loving family who would like to help her.
Well, then get the 10 grand too. Shit, let's go.
Yeah, then get there because something needs. Bobby's like, who she's gonna monkey branch to next. Oh, I hate women like that. I hate women like that. I so know women like that. And I always go, you leave your old man for your old man's friend. You leave your old man's friend for his friend. And you leave his friend from, what the fuck is this, monkey bars? And I'm telling you, I refuse to play those games. I'm single as shit, though. So maybe they did something right because they've been married a few hundred times. So, but I've been single as shit my whole life. So, because I won't, no. SH is like, I hope April was smart enough to get her truck paid off by her boyfriend, or at the minimum, he made payments on it. And Bobby's probably like, she probably sold it for Coke. and then he says the amount Nick mortgaged his house for and how little he paid back. It sounds like Camelot's estimation for how much coke Nick might have had might have been accurate.
Could be.
Okay.
I don't know. The taxes makes the most sense to me.
Because
he got the drug charges and that brought him up in people's faces.
Right.
And all of a sudden the government goes, oh, who's this guy? And they start looking at him.
And he spent his money that he was making off of these lives on the coke.
Yeah.
So it's almost a wash. I'm not going to lie. It's almost a wash. But the reason he had to get his hand on that much money at one time was IRS deal.
Mm-hmm.
If you give it to us now, we will go ahead and cut this and not give you time. And there he is now. So according to my sister-in-law, they tried that several times with her. So, you know, she wore that Martha Stewart bracelet for like 10 years and she is still making payments to them. And it is never going to go away for the rest of her life because it just keeps going and going and going. SH says she's going to have to go even, she's going to have to go even older, but I'm sure there's a 55 to 60-year-old man in the area. That makes sense. That owns a local business. They can date and she can work in the office. Maybe. That's what we're going to call that.
Oh, I'd let her sleep in this room.
I see what you're putting down, SH. I totally see what you're putting down. And then we have, let's put over there, Saffron saying, back in the day, I watched soaps financially. You lucky dog. But Nick's Rise and Fall is more intriguing than anything that could write for daytime TV. They should add this into it. Tune in tomorrow for the continuing drama.
What do you mean? Back in the day, I watched soap. My dad told me to watch soap. It was a spoof TV series on daytime soap operas. Is that what you're talking about, Wild?
Are you?
I don't understand soaps financially.
Are you talking about soap with the two families? No, I watched that every night. No, she's not talking about soaps financially. What she is talking about is she got paid to watch soap operas.
Okay, that's why I was clarifying.
So you weren't
got paid to watch soaps.
Okay. Because my nephew got paid to watch them because he got hooked up to be. He got hooked up.
He had the Nelson box or whatever.
Right. He had the Nelson box and he got paid to watch things.
Yeah, we don't. Well, maybe Mom and Dad got paid. I remember we had the box. It was tracking what we watched and why.
That's because your government wants to kick your ass.
They got paid. They got
in the early 90s.
Yeah, they got paid. And my nephew he was doing it up until a few months ago. So they're still doing it. They are still doing it.
Okay, well, that makes a lot more sense than Wild, fanatically. Yeah. I know the stuff that happened. I just stopped watching because there was really nothing going on.
I was going for the financially. I totally understood that, but
I didn't at all.
It financially makes more sense. It really, really does. So, but I used to watch them too, honey. I'm with you. Again, we knew Ryan's whatever. SH is like, that's too much weight to buy. Why risk a trafficking charge? Exactly.
No, the only reason I believe that he had that much weight and that he was buying that like that is because he's a little rich boy, you know, and that's what you do. You buy big in everything. You buy, you know, why buy a little bit? Let's just buy a ton, and because we need it. We've got it. The money's there. I don't think he thinks about it. Why would a rich kid spend all night every $40 calling up the dealer and going to meet the dealer again?
Because we didn't do that either. But you can buy a brick a month, right? And be okay with it. But $600,000 worth?
He was feeding a lot of other noses. I mean, at least the two women, potentially the child, because nothing's come of that one way or another.
But let me equate that to my life. we were feeding a bunch of other noses because we had a bunch of Hoovers who came around and absolutely never did shit but vacuum up our shit.
Mm.
And I was like, honey, you can't make money with you and them doing all the profits. I was more of a business person than I intended to be. But I wasn't, that was his thing, not my thing.
I just think he was buying in bulk like that because it was easier. You get it once, you're not out meeting the dealer all the time. You just, easy peasy.
Yeah, I just, Bobby, find out how much the taxes on the 1.5 or whatever you and Meme have, can figure out how much he made off of the first trial in between on the second one, because all that money coming in first threw him for a loop. Me and the boys buying weed for $50 a gram. That was kind of back in the day, right?
Bro, it's like it's the rich kids, right? Because it's like so Mercado is probably buying like his stuff for like twice the
cost. Yeah,
they would too. Yeah, because just like he paid $20,000 more for his car because he wanted it when he wanted it. Bitch, I am like that. I understand, but I ain't paying more. I'm going to go ahead. Just like the nephew.
But he was born into money. He doesn't care. Money just is there. When he wants something, he gets it. He doesn't think about it.
You see, just like the motorcycle I bought for my nephew. Okay, great. We found it. It was $14,000, and I'm like, offer him $9, and it'll be $9 cash, and that's it. And my nephew's like, okay. And I said, the most I'm going is $9.5. Well, my nephew didn't tell me that they settled on $9.7. My nephew paid the other $200, right? But it worked. You don't go, oh, you're gonna do this, let me increase it because I want it now. You go, no, first offer it to me less and I'll wait a day. You don't offer it to me less, I'll pay that price today. And then boom, they say okay, and they release it. Anybody, especially an ego like his, would have been more of going, huh? But no, he wasn't even smart in business. He goes, I'll pay you 20 grand more if you can get it to me tomorrow. He probably never even had them say, we can get it to you right now. Let us go in the back and get it. He probably even never did that.
Shit, the guy, when I bought my car, he had to drive. The guy at the dealership drove to Wisconsin to bring it to me the same day, and I didn't pay extra.
There's a lot of that. Exactly. They make bank on that, and overpaying for a car by $20,000.
That's ridiculous.
That's just corn cob up the ass. Stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was paying way above street price for his stuff.
Right. So it's like
he's just dumb.
A lot. Like how much he had, you just way too much money.
I still feel like how the hell did this become a Nick stream? But I still
well, Bobby answers that. It's Nick, why anything?
True.
Right, exactly. Oh, we both hit it. I'm sorry. It's why anything. And he laughs. And then
Johnny I can see it now on the screen. There we
go. Johnny would see this and go, damn you, Bobby.
He might just. I got to do this on time again.
And
Holy
SH is like, is that supposed to be Kyle, Bobby? No, that's Johnny K.
That's remember when Johnny showed us the old video of him
when he was still
back in the day?
Wasn't yet in his chair.
Yeah.
This is Johnny, honey.
This is 9 years ago, Johnny, I think he said.
I can't remember. I was working and then I had to go look. It was like, whoa. So yeah.
I was going somewhere. I can't remember.
Bobby got my attention and I had to go backwards to look. Actually, I think Bobby DM'd me and I had to go backwards to look. So that was on that stream. It was him. SH is like, is that supposed to be Kyle? No. And SH is like, oh, and shoot, all that financial stress. I'd be avoiding uppers. I'd be doing bars, right? Just geez. And then Bobby's like, looking like Nick needs that 6,000 Kiwi Farms has sitting on the table for his body cam footage.
No kidding, eh?
SH is like, not much has happened really. He goes to court and gets a continuance.
Yeah.
Well, something is supposed to happen on the 27th of this month, and I'm not sure he's getting another one. I don't know for sure though.
What?
Beer is liquid bread,
Nice.
and bread is for livestock.
That is the I will cut you face.
Wait, that's the pajama stream. That's why my hair is all curly. I'm like, that doesn't look right. And that's because that was the pajama stream.
Oh, hi, ditto. Doing
Yep.
scratchies.
Did you get the balls to come in? After Miss
That's great.
He's like, I have an itch in my ear. He still hasn't figured out if he's out of trouble yet or not. SH
I
is like,
forgot
I
he was
quit
in trouble.
drinking when I was getting sick before I finished my first drink. Oh, that sucks. Feeling sick and not even getting a buzz? Fuck
See,
that.
I did that too. So I stopped for a while because that was the same thing that was happening to me, and then I now learned to not be a filthy alcoholic.
I don't think I've learned that trick.
COVID was a rough time. I was living in a hotel for 3 months, if not maybe a little more.
Jeez, no.
So it was an extended stay, and it was Sam and I inside this literal cramped hotel room for 3-4 months, somewhere in there. So I was like, what else is there to do but drink and be miserable? So
Right? That royally sucks. Anyway,
A lot of people were like that.
My parents were like old, and they were like, we don't want you to bring COVID home. And I was like, oh, okay. And they're like,
Oh.
well, then you're also not gonna be able to see your fiance. And I'm like, wait, what?
No, right? A lot of people got like that. No shit. Saffron's like, the end of January is his plea hearing where he is presumed to plead guilty to a deal with the prosecution. So,
Oh yeah, I thought somebody was talking about a possible, like, what his possible plea deal was.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was
no,
That was a filing with
what
the
I
court, I
heard.
thought.
We'll see on the 27th what he
Yeah.
does. Dun, 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 dun. He needs to just deal with it and stop fucking around raising his attorney fees because he owes the IRS and everybody else a whole lot of fucking money. And Bobby's like, she had it all, and look what she threw it away for. This is deserved. Are you talking about me or are you talking about April? She can always go back home and sort herself out. Again, you have
About
my
April.
picture on you when you say that. And it's like, I feel like it could apply to me. So look, she had it all. Look what she threw away. Yeah, it's a lot. Being a broke sex hoe is sexy. Just had to say it that way.
Okay.
SH is like, I did feel bad for her, but I don't anymore. I believe she is far more conniving. See, women are stupid. I'll get to that thought. Remind me of that later.
I agree.
I believe
As
she
the
is
man
far
in
more-
this group,
Hey!
I
Hey!
believe that all
Wait a minute.
women.
Just wait for it. I believe she is far more conniving than she tried to let on. She has said in the past that I hate drugs. I've seen it ruin lives. She's not new to this party. Okay, so here is the reason I say women lie. Okay? She saw Nick bringing in all this money. Okay? She wanted some of this money. Now, I don't even think Nick could possibly satisfy, but I don't know because I'm not doing him for somebody else's paychecks. Okay? So, the thing is that I think she just thought she could fook him without feelings attached. Women, I hate to break the news. That's why hookers on the street corner are all whacked out on drugs, because they start getting feelings when they start spreading and letting people enter them. It's a thing, okay? So I'm just saying she started to fall for him, and her little conniving ass said, I'm going to get him away from Kayla, and surprise, she ain't got shit now. And Saffron's over here going, okay, I'm going to get going. My battery is almost done. Thanks for the chat. Take care, everyone. See ya. Diddle flop
Good night, Wild.
Trump. Bye-bye,
Have a great night.
sweetheart. Thank you. Take care. So anyway, that's what I'm saying, is that I think initially she thought she could go in and play a little bit. But what woman is going to stay with the husband who says, come on, honey, let me sell you, or let's go fuck around with another couple. And so
that part I'm gonna have to say I actually have no idea about. But like,
women will think, oh, this is what I have to do to keep my man. But in the process of it, they'll start wormholing their brain and going, how can my man even give a rat's ass about me? You know,
it's more of like a live and
I
let
don't
live
know.
kind of situation for me. It's the drugs part with the kids around that really gets me pissed off.
But then this is how she
The
thought
drugs plus the debauchery causes problems.
She would, but see, she thought by being more of a partier, she would be able to get more Nick's face and favor, and so she rabbit hole bad. Bobby Zadi, she
You
took
got
the butter
mail.
dish. She made all of Aaron's butter.
What is with the butter dish? I don't understand the butter reference. See, I don't actually watch Steel Show. I did stop paying attention to this weeks ago. Kino stopped putting out videos, or at least they stopped coming across my thing about Nick, and I don't really watch them except for stuff about Nick. And
it's probably better that way.
Well, yeah, like I don't know who else, all these other people that they're talking about. I don't know them. I don't care. Right? I don't even really care about Nick, to be honest. You know, I mean, I feel bad for the kids, and you know, it's a horrible situation, but it's not a part of my day-to-day life. You know.
Right. It's one of those things where I'm sitting in the back laughing maniacally because I'm like, this is kind of ridiculous, guys.
When the funny headlines come out, exactly. I'm sitting there laughing,
and then
I don't care.
I feel bad for the kids. I'll be honest.
See, right? No, shit. It's a true thing. I'm not laughing. I don't think I'm laughing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I see this as being wrong, and so you know, I have to tell you guys, if you see me laughing about it, I don't think I'm laughing about it. I'm trying to figure it out. I never want to fall down a rabbit hole like this. I think it is sad, but it is also a study in humanity to find out a narcissist, a sociopath. There's so many different brain things to go down. I'm not studying any of this shit, but it's like, look at it and go, you know what? No, okay. And yeah, I'm sorry. What is it called? I label shit. And I label shit when I see somebody who's like in one career and I've met 5 other people and had relationship with 5 other people, and this one person puts a fucking, you know, those lights that go off and they I go, oh shit, and I put all 5 of those other people in there going, there's a thing for that group of people, they don't get it. They got to have something similar in their brain. And so that's what I'm weird. I'll just keep going. And SH is like, I watched Soap with my friend's dad. It was
my
funny.
Dad told me about it. I was born in 79. So I obviously didn't watch it when it was first out. But my dad told me about it, and I went looking online and I found the entire series, every single episode, and I binge watched it, and it was hilarious. They're all like huge names. It's not it's not like they're just nobodies. They're huge names in acting, and it's so funny because they're making fun of the ridiculousness that is soap operas.
Yep. And
which are already so like it's good. It's real good.
You too can watch it Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. We probably won't be online at that time, and then when it's over, you can come over to us. Do you see how this works out? You see, I'm only trying to help you. Antenna TV, good thing Antenna TV is. But there you go. I watch it. I enjoy it. It's fun. I even watch it at the 3 a.m. because when I get up to go pee and it's on, I'm just like, yeah, okay. But it comes on at my time at actually midnight.
And
I ain't up at 2.
That's the reason, Diggs, that I would get up to turn off the girls.
Yeah.
Because this would come on and I would hear you exit, and I was used to hearing Soap, but I would get up to go pee. And during the week, there's another thing that comes on at the same time. It's not them, but this is what I do. So I'm just, it's a
Hey,
thing.
Shenny, look. Shenny, no, bring it back. It's your favorite. It's the token. It's the token black man.
I
know.
Benson. Leave Benson alone.
Yeah.
God, if I could have, I would have. That's Benson. And I just thought he was the
God,
neatest.
he looks like my uncle. Oh, God.
I just thought he was the neatest. I just love Benson.
Does he have a mustache? No, right?
Not in this one, no.
Yeah, he looks like my uncle.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have one here. But yeah, no, I loved Benson. The one that he was getting going to he got engaged on. He was going to get married. Broke my heart. That one broke my heart. But then it worked out fine, so that was okay. So there we are. And Bobby's like, I completely spaced the financially part of that, laughing. To think like Nick is to remove all logic and reason. Exactly. And there's also the rumor of him knocking up somebody at
I think more. Yeah, more likely than not, if he paid the dancer for that, he was being scammed.
He was being bullied, and they knew, boy, we can get the money out of this dude. And Cap shows up and says, "Hey y'all, sorry, I'm super late. Been under the weather. Oh honey, I'm sorry. You take care of yourself. Don't even worry about being super late. Hell, we weren't supposed to be here."
True.
Yeah,
we know that.
It's already 7.
And Bobby's like, "Hey Cap, that sucks. He's gonna feel better soon. He's going to. Okay, don't make me worry." SH is like, "Bad idea to try and sell your own DOC."
I don't know what DOC stands for.
Drugs
I don't know.
on channel.
Right, with the CBD horrible? Shit. Right? With his wife doing the CBD oil.
He did do that too, didn't he?
What?
No, we'd have to ask SH what she's talking about.
Yeah.
MJ's like, "Hello, Cap." And Brian's like, "What's up, Cap? I hope you feel better soon," because he's over there reading chat like he is supposed to.
Sorry, I wanted to get to that before.
What? We can't expect the guests to not read ahead because they don't know.
He is family. He knows.
I do know. I wanted to say that to Cap before he disappears again because I feel bad for him for not feeling well.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. That
slide, but you wouldn't have known he was here if you were
Cap.
behaving. So SH is like, he did the same thing with Kayla's Escalade, and Bobby's
Escapade.
Escalade.
I know. I was thinking Escapade because that's my theory on what started it all.
Did that get repoed too? Is that what you're saying? Is that got repoed as well?
I thought he crashed it.
Oh, he crashed it. Oh shit.
I might be wrong. But I thought that was the other thing he crashed.
His new his
Pope-mobile he got crashed, I thought, and then thought he crashed the Escapade.
What's an idiot? You can tell Johnny it's because it's a gay man.
True.
Do you see?
Yeah, it's me. Hey, look.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I love that. I love that.
I was trying, Bobby. I was trying so hard to get him to pay attention. SH is like, I don't remember that picture, but I remember that video Johnny showed us. Well, it was a video, I think, and screen capture turned it into a picture. And Bobby's like, or SH is like, Bobby, the Prego at hedoism. Do you think that was real or a scam for money? I think it was a scam for money because how would she know that fast? So I'm just gonna say they were
it makes sense to me. He was just paying the hooker.
They were like, you know what? We're gonna beat your ass, and he just put a story on it instead of him getting his little tiny toenail ass beat up. He paid the money. And he's going, oh, but that was for this girl that I impregnated in 3 days. And Bobby's like, yep, laughing. And Nick doesn't just help people out. And SH is like, soul ties. I'll get there. Soul ties. SH then says, it's one thing if y'all are both in the lifestyle, but it's not going to work out when one person is coercing and has to convince the other. But see, even then, a lot of times those relationships break up because women they start thinking about it. No. And then Bottie's like, I think especially if one dude is like popsicling the other dude.
It was super funny.
You end up not liking the fact that your man likes to be popsicled.
Yeah.
Bottie's
Yikes.
I think
Okay.
I might have caught something about soap a long time ago. It's familiar. It's funny. They have the gay guy, which is the guy from
Cheers.
No.
MASH.
No, stop it. Wait a minute. Where he's out doing the country life with his 3 friends and they're doing the cattle. City Slickers.
All right.
I've never heard of Shady
It was a good.
Slickers.
It was a good movie. I think they had a sequel too.
I think they did, but it was funny, and he was in it. He was the gay dude, and then they had a guy who only talked through his dummy Muppet thingy mabobby. It was funny. Anyway, SH, as messed up as the situation in, the kids are still in a better shape than kids of a lot of drug users. That's true. Not saying it's okay, just that they have resources most don't. That can cushion the damage. The one problem I have is supposedly it was his favorite daughter that tested positive, and I don't like that based on my upbringing.
Shenny, I'm sorry. I have to cut in. I'm hurting. My pain meds aren't kicking in. I need to get off.
Okay, we are done anyway because really, seriously, not saying that nothing matters, but we're done. So we're gonna go ahead and finish. We are done. She's got to get up. She's got to move around and take care of herself. So we're done. We love you all for joining us. Thank you for the last 6 chat. We'll play.
Good night, you guys.
Good night, everybody. I'm looking for the thank you. Thank you very much for everything. I'm still looking for the thank you, damn it. Y'all take care. Bye-bye. Buggers, buggers.
Thank you for enjoying us. Thank you for making us enjoy our days. If it weren't for you, chat, we'd do our thing together, but quietly. Oh yes, we can talk for hours without realizing time has passed. Have you met us? But you are why we are as. We want to thank you for making that happen. Wandering around the ranch, looking for the right shade tree to kick back under. Wouldn't be the same without you, chat. You, chat, are why we were here. We want to thank you for your time, your chat topics, and your friendships. We two heifers want to say thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us.